Buffalo's won the toss and will kick to the punt club end. Have a great game.
For him to pick, but you know, there'll be a few players that will stand out today, definitely with pride. And I'm just interested to see that the first 7 rounds, Joel Jeffrey's been the main target up forward for Wanderers, and now with Liam Jarrah coming in and Liam Patrick, that takes the focus off him. I think he's going to thrive not being the main target up there and falling at the ball falling at their feet.
It actually makes him more dangerous, I think, because he doesn't have to take the number 1 defender now. He takes the number 3 defender, and he's been doing well enough against the number 1 defender. So look out. They've got a very dangerous forward setup. The key for Darwin, I think, is their midfield. Can they get enough ball quickly out of their midfield? They've got great forwards themselves in Stafford, but particularly Shillabeer, although Shillabeer just has not been playing with the same level, same intensity that he had particularly probably 2 seasons ago. So it'll be interesting to see whether he can lift to that level today and really put on a performance for his club. Great talent, though. And
also Braden Culhane, I think that he's a really big rising star coming through this competition, and he's a live wire up forward and goes pinch hitting through the midfield as well, but kicks the goals, knows where the goals are, and he's a brilliant player. So, you know, look out for him as well today.
And that's the voice of Natasha Medbury. Also joining us, Dominic McCormack. I'm Shannon Byrne, and welcome to round 7 of the Indigenous round here in Darwin. It's NTFL action, 3rd game of the weekend as well, and it's the Darwin Buffaloes taking on their great traditional rivals in Wanderers, both playing for the inaugural Nungalinga Cup as well, and it's going to be a very special afternoon, and special indeed for Keelan Fijo, who has actually designed the Wanderers Muck-Mucks jumper, and what a special moment for him. He's an emerging artist as well, so a very, very special day for him, his club and his family. Both teams now just finishing their warm-up. Wanderers with in the huddle. Slight breeze still going towards that airport end as well, Dom.
And Darwin chose to kick to that end, so Wanderers should have the scoring end in the last quarter. I'll still subscribe to that theory. It hasn't worked every game this season, that's for sure.
We say it's a breeze, but it's hot wind. That's actually...
that's a terrible way of putting it, Natasha, although I think you're absolutely spot on.
It's still very hot down there, so expect the play to be over this side, the commentary side, where the shade of the grandstand is.
And I was having a look at the light tower as well. I was wondering, who's in the left pocket, forward pocket, and the right forward pocket? Might find a little bit of shade.
Smart players do find the shade in conditions like this.
Yeah, well, the Darwin Buffaloes just in their huddle, and their captain Stokes is chatting to them, but their coach is also playing today as well in Matt Campbell, so he'll have a few words to say and be able to get it quickly, that message, as he will be on the field with his boys today, Dom.
Yeah, look, that's exactly right. It's often, I think it's a very difficult position. You don't see too many playing coaches these days. He's certainly the only one. Tash, the only one in the competition, or is
Alan Davies?
Alan Davies still?
Although he's injured at the moment, so we're not sure if we'll see him back. Actually, he's only played 2 or 3 games, I think.
So it's a very, very rare position to have. But look, he is a very good player, Matt Campbell. If he concentrates on getting the footy while he's out there and leaves it up to his coaching staff who are off ground, it's probably the best way to go. He does form part of that great mosquito fleet for the Darwin Buffaloes. Matt Campbell, Patrick Bowles is an excellent midfielder, Chris Williams, and of course you've got Jared Stokes. Those 4 players are capable themselves of winning this game if they get enough of the footy. So can they do that? Can they feed Shillabeer? Can they feed Daniel Stafford enough of the footy? Let's wait and see.
And an interesting start is that Jared Stokes actually starting on the far wing. Usually he's in the midfield, so they're going to let him have the space to run. And for Buffaloes, he'd probably be my tip for best on ground, I reckon, Jared Stokes.
He's lining up against Bo O'Connell too, who's no slouch, very quick.
Well, Mark Holford, the umpire, has the ball in the middle. Stephen Bloom and Lance Hutt are out in the central umpire positions as well. So we're about to get underway. Round 7, Indigenous round, and Dominic McCormack with all the action.
Umpire holds the ball aloft. Siren sounds to kick off this round 7 match. Darwin Buffaloes up against the Wanderers Eagles. Good bounce it is in the middle too. Sebastian Priest wins his first touch. Welcome back to NTFL footy. Fumbling the footy on the ground now, the Eagles. Little touch out to Sebastian Priest. Couldn't get a clean kick away. Same for Erlinson. Footy trapped on the ground. Players trying to pick it up cleanly. Can't do so. Now the quick kick comes from Chris Williams for the Double Blues. Up towards Cameron Stokes at half forward. Taken by Bo O'Connell. Does well with the footy initially, got a handball away and then held without the footy. Free kick there going against Cameron Stokes. So Bo O'Connell now came from one wing to the other. In fact, the free kick going here to Jared Erlinson just to confuse matters. So from half back, good kick, good lead. Joel Jeffrey taking the mark on centre wing. Player on him, Donga Maimaru for Darwin. Nice kick. Bo O'Connell in the action again. These two, of course, played in the under-18 grand final last season. Key players in that. Nice pass.
Another one, I think, to Louis.
Tyrell Louis. He handballs off now to Braden McLean, co-captain today. His kick cut off beautifully there by Tim Eldridge for the Darwin Buffalo. So inside defensive 50, Tim Eldridge with his first kick for the afternoon.
He decides to go out on the outer wing. And it's a kick that hasn't found its target, right underneath the scoreboard. And there's two players from each side there trying to get the ball out, still over underneath the scoreboard. And it looks like it was just taken across maybe a little too easy, but the umpires have said it'll be a ball up directly under the scoreboard side on the wing. Central. The ball up, and it'll be Priest and Lyons going at it again. No real clear favour here. Wanderers through O'Connell trying to get it out. Handball doesn't make its target. Picked up nicely there by Priest. And it is still now in dispute, but picked up from the Darwin Buffaloes. He had to pat it forward. For Darwin Buffaloes, it's the Wanderers, though, in O'Connell. Connell puts it inside the forward 50. Huge up and under to the top of the square, and a great mark that's been dropped. A mark that should have been taken by Liam Jarrah, and it will be Darwin Buffaloes who get out through the left side outer wing, but a mark taken by... And it is Erlinson, and he goes quickly back inside the forward 50 for the Wanderers side. Top of the 50 arc. O'Connell picks it up, but there's been a holding off the ball, and it will go to Darwin Buffaloes inside their defensive 50.
Lucky not to give away 50
Absolutely.
as well. Yeah, didn't throw it back on the full, but it's just, no, it's not the free kick going to Eldridge, it's going to Paul Campbell. But well done to Jonas Nicky, who actually is playing on Liam Jarrah. Did well to sort of hold him out.
Good luck, Jonas Nicky.
Yeah.
Paul Campbell. Kick out towards Chris Williams at centre wing. Batted away from him by Daniel Wheatra. Got it away to a teammate there in Keenan Smith-Thompson. And flying high for the footy, Tim Eldridge. That's his second good mark so far in this game. Just outside defensive 50. Morris Rioli grandstand side. Hugging the shade, well he might. Goes out to Donga Maimaru. Maimaru very close to the man on the mark and the boundary. Kicks long down the line. The high flyers are up, ball down. Stokes, in fact it was Campbell, got a handball away looking for Williams. Couldn't find him in the clear. And eventually the ball goes out of bounds in front of Marlon Motlop. A welcome addition to the Eagles team this afternoon. So a boundary throw in just to the right of our commentary position here. 3.5 minutes gone, 0 apiece.
Lyons and Priest started in the ruck, still in there. Both go up, sun directly in their eyes. Lyons got the tap down. Wanderers, though, defensively have come through it with O'Connell busting through. Kicks it down towards the forward 50 on the left. Jeffrey couldn't get in front, and a great mark by Maimaru. And he's playing on Jeffrey.
And it's started
playing
well
on
as
Joel
well.
Jeffrey, hasn't he? It's going to be a great battle there. Maimaru went short. Now it's coming down the grandstand wing. Taken on the chest by Lyons. He kicks it long down towards and finds in a great mark.
Good play here, good setup.
Foster. Ugly kick from the top of the square. That's not going to find any Darwin Buffalo, so Wanderers are going to able to come through defensively. And there's going to be a free kick there to Joel Jeffrey. And Foster went way too early on the back of Joel Jeffrey. He decides to play on quickly. And in the end, that wasn't a good decision, but it was because it was a high tackle there on Totham, who's been picked up for Darwin.
Marlon Motlop now received the handball. Long kick into forward 50. The target was Liam Jarrah, but the kick was miles off. So the mark taken there, well done. Jonas Nicky again. Second possession for him. Ball out wide to Moroney. Moroney looking for Jared Stokes close to the wing. He and Keenan Smith-Thompson, the race close to the boundary line. Won by Jared Stokes initially. Good pressure came from Smith-Thompson. Little touch from the Darwin attackers. Now the ball taken again by Keenan Smith-Thompson up towards Liam Jarrah. Takes the ball, one grab, did beautifully. Ball smothered though, just wasn't quick enough to get the footy away. Motlop laying a tackle on centre wing. It's Brenton Motlop.
I reckon that's Eldridge as well that got that smother.
Eldridge did beautifully and butted up again too to try and get hold of the footy.
He started brilliantly, Timmy Eldridge. I mean, it's a lot of footy last season due to an injury, but it's good to see him back.
Well, he's been absolutely crunched by Liam
Sorry,
Jarrah.
mate.
The man that he smothered moments ago, and Jarrah's just got one back on him. Liam Jarrah. And the attacking side of the centre square goes into forward 50 and a great mark out in front. Strong hands there from Haley. And he has been played the mark directly in front, 40 metres out. Beautiful kick from Liam Jarrah. And honoured the lead for Haley.
Good arm wrestle here at the moment in the first 5-6 minutes of the start of this game. Just really trying to feel each other out. No one's actually been able to break the lines as yet.
So for the first score of the day, and as you just heard there from Natasha Medbury, this is an arm wrestle. We've gone 6 minutes and we've got nothing on the scoreboard. What can Haley do here for Wanderers? Quick stutter over the 50 on 45 degrees directly in front, and he's just taken it to the right. So Wanderers with their first point. It's Wanderers 1 after 6 minutes. Buffalo's yet to score.
Really turning over the rotations here, the muck-mucks as well.
Jonas Nicky, well done, running off Liam Jarrah there to take another mark. He'd been back play there too as Haley was having a shot. Jonas Nicky just annoying the heck out of Liam Jarrah, and here he is again on the burst, taking another mark. Good kick, finds Jalen Clark. So Jonas Nicky easily winning the battle at this stage against Liam Jarrah. Clark down the line, and a poor drop mark there for the Darwin Buffaloes by David Miles. He won't be very happy with himself there.
I reckon it was intended for Foster as well behind him. Just needed to call him out then.
Dropped the mark, ball bounced over the boundary line. So a boundary throw in. The umpire asking the players to nominate in the ruck. They raise their hands and wave to him and say, yep, it's us. David Miles here up against Sebastian Priest, and he gives a free kick straight away. And this will go to the Eagles player. No, in fact, it'll go to the Darwin player. So David Miles, handballs off straight away, goes to a teammate in Lachlan McKenzie. Long kick inside 50. Players wrestling. Motlop, that's Brenton. Busted the ball away with both fists. Came down there to a player in Foster who couldn't pick it up cleanly. Now for the Darwin Buffaloes. Spinning away there is Daniel Stafford. Goes backwards to Jared Stokes. Steps to the left, comes back to the right. Long kick on the right boot is off target and out of bounds on the full, if you don't mind. So no score from that first deliberate foray forward from Jared Stokes. Wanderers 1 point. Buffaloes yet to score. 7.5 gone in the first quarter.
And McLean plays on quickly. It's gone over the head of Bates. Picked up here by Cameron Stoke. He just chips it down into the left forward pocket, and an easy mark there taken by Shilabir. And Shilabir will have a shot on goal. He's about 10 metres in from the left forward pocket.
Definitely capable of kicking this one, Shilabir.
We're looking straight into the sun too.
Yeah, bit hard. Just needs to lower the eyes, keep it nice and low.
So Shilabir on approach, 30 metres out. It's the angle that might have him, but it is not a problem. Shilabir kicks the first goal of the Indigenous round between Wanderers and Darwin Buffaloes. So Buffaloes 1 straight 6, leading Wanderers 1 point. 9 minutes gone in the opening term.
And that goal was caused by a turnover, just a poor kick out from a free kick from out of bounds on the full. As you watch Jared Stokes just lowered his eyes here. It's a bit of an up and under kick, but luckily Shilabir just had the time and space on Braden McLean and went back and slotted the goal. But still a tight arm wrestle. There's only been a shot on goal a piece, so it's a good game.
Well, you wanted that battle in the midfield, Dom. You're getting it.
Here it is. Yep. Both teams have got good sets of midfield. They've got good forwards. Who can get it in the cleanest? Who can get it in well? It was just, as Tash said, it was from a turnover, that one. Sebastian Priest up high, gets that down beautifully. Bates tried to take it away for the Eagles, couldn't do so cleanly. Now tackles being laid, ball pops up, comes the way of Darwin. Lovely handball into the clear. Little chip forward is a good one. No mark taken for the Buffaloes. Braden McLean comes flying through, gives a handball off to Wheatra. Out wide looking for a teammate in Edward Colley. Finds him at right centre wing, touches the ball to the ground. Little chip to Sebastian Priest. Loved his return to the footy so far. Long kick inside 50. The targets are down there. No mark taken by Joel Jeffrey. Liam Patrick stayed on the ground. Now Timmy Eldridge comes through again. The Darwin defence working overtime. Maymaru's in there and pushes the ball out of bounds. There'll be a boundary throw in. 45 around in the right forward pocket.
Good work by Joel Jeffrey to bring that ball to ground, but Liam Jarrah just stayed in the goal square, and Jonas Nicky isn't scared to leave him to go help out as the third man up as well.
So Jara is in the ruck now with Miles. In the left back pocket for Darwin. They win it out of the ruck. They get it over to the western wing, but it's taken there by Matthew Motlop. He goes short. And so Wanderers just outside their forward 50. Coley has it just on the right. Goes down towards Joel Jeffrey, and he finds the man who is on a great lead, and Jeffrey has taken it out in front. So a beautiful mark there from Joel Jeffrey.
Just read the ball well, and what we spoke about is he doesn't have the number one defender today, and he's already looking dangerous. I said Jared Stokes was my favourite for the Darwin Buffaloes to win best on ground. Joel Jeffrey's mine for Wanderers today. I reckon he's going to have an explosive game.
Well, he's got a huge run up here, just going over the 50-metre mark. Maimaru is on 30 metres, slight angle. And Joel Jeffrey looking to get the first goal. He liked it as soon as he struck it. He was celebrating before it had even been acknowledged. So Wanderers 7 points to 6, and we've gone 12 minutes. It's a 1-point lead to the Eagles.
Just a mismatch there with Donga Maimaru. He's just doesn't have the height or the body to go with Joel Jeffries. We watched the ball come in. It was a good grab. Good kick in by Wanderers here, but just at full stretch, just out-bodied, out-strength, and held it all the way to the ground. Very good kicking action as well, Joel Jeffrey.
Such a great player to watch. I get the feeling we're going to be watching him playing at a high level for a long period of time. Sebastian Priest up in the ruck there against Miles. One down by Priest. Miles comes crashing through, wins it out for Darwin. McKenzie takes it, gets a handball away. Long kick now from the midfield for the Double Blues. Up towards half forward. Cameron Stokes will get a free kick against Brenton Motlop.
Well umpired then. I thought he'd probably got away with that, but it was definitely there over the shoulder.
So Shillabir with the footy to
he
give
wants
this
it.
back
Look,
to
he
Cameron.
wants it.
He's cruising around him here, says give it to me. That was so obvious, Tash. Well called. Shillabir, long kick, ugly off the boot, through for a goal.
That's why he wanted the footy. Brilliant from the distance, from outside 50, Darren Shillabir, well known, and that's his second for the game, but Wanderers just very slack to pick that up. He went and got the footy and ran and pretty much handed it to Cameron Stokes, then demanded it back. Here you go. He hands it to Cameron Stokes. Cameron goes, here you go. And he's just bombed it. A mongrel-looking kick from 55, and it floats its way through the goals. Well done to Darren Shillabir, but just poor manning up by Wanderers.
Good work on the last line as well, just to see that through. Yes, he's wanting the ball, Shillabir, and they should just keep giving it to him at this stage. So it's now the fourth lead change of the match. Buffaloes 12 leading Wanderers 7. Liam Jara in the ruck. Ugly bounce, doesn't get any hand to it, so it's Wanderers who are able to get it up into their forward 50, and there was no ruck there. Great pressure there from Maimaru. He's just swatted it way out, and that ball's gone out of bounds.
Good call.
And so it'll be a throw-in, and 70 metres from Wanderers' goal.
Sorry, Shannon, but the free kick, I think Sebastian Priest just got rid of Tim Eldridge as he went over the line. But I just thought I was just going to praise Priest then on his running on to try and keep up with Tim Eldridge, because I tell you what, he's a speedy player, Tim Eldridge.
So Eldridge goes down the commentary wing, long kick, and there is only one Buffaloes players to 3 Wanderers, and easy mark there from Liam Patrick. Patrick looking around, goes long back down the commentary wing for where the ball came. Joel Jeffrey went flying, couldn't pick it up. Huge up and under from the Darwin Buffaloes player in Flea. Flea got it towards the centre of the ground. No real opportunity for a player to clear it now. Oh, Shillabir at the back, and the ball still in favour of the Darwin Buffaloes. Kick forward by Stokes, and it's going to be Wanderers that are able to pick it up. It's some pretty ugly footy here on the commentary wing at the moment. Great dummy from McLean, and the Wanderers are looking to go back down the commentary wing, but it's the Buffaloes that picked it up, and it's kicked out of full by Darwin Buffaloes lines, and there was great pressure there from Erlandson.
From both teams there, just a real good arm wrestle there to try and clear the footy, and Joel Jeffrey in the end just put the pressure on to get the ball out of bounds on the full. Now he's got the free kick.
Takes that footy now from centre wing. Shade of the Morris Rioli grandstand. Inside 50, Warwick Williams was holding on to an opponent. The ball comes out the back. Eldridge went straight into the tackler. How will the umpire see this? The umpire says the ball was held to him. Perhaps a bit fortunate.
Yeah, I thought he took on the tackler then.
Was in a poor position, Eldridge. He made the most of it. Ball up now, 40 from the Eagles goal. Lovely tap from Sebastian Priest. Bo O'Connell there, taps it to his own advantage. He'll go onto the left here. Nice little kick. Liam Jurrah in the goal square. The ball was pushed away. Free kick paid. Eldridge caught.
Played
he's
on.
going to go here. No, he's not. He's somehow he's managed to get the ball out. Goes to Nicky. Nicky out the back here to Moroney. Moroney by hand. Away to Jalen Clark, is it? For the Buffaloes, it's Thomas Flay. Gets the footy out. On the run is Jared Stokes. Swivels, turns, gets away from Matthew Motlop. Goes back.
Dangerous.
Inside, attacking 50. Jurrah's there. Can he get hold of the ball? He can't. Not cleanly. Goes to O'Connell. And O'Connell on the left from 20 metres out. Misses to the left. Should have kicked that, Bo O'Connell. He's a class player and he should have kicked that goal. Well, comedy of errors there. Jared Stokes going back to such a dangerous position, Tash.
Yeah, you don't see that very often, but Bo O'Connell, I think he thought he was under more pressure than what he was, but just not enough talk out there by the Wanderers players forwards.
And Bradley Stokes go very short to Moroney. Moroney's in the right back pocket for Darwin Buffaloes, only just coming out now of their defensive 50 from Eldridge. And the short kick, he was looking for Stafford, and great defensive work there from Lee.
Jordan Jeffrey, I think.
Yeah, Jordan Jeffrey.
Jordan Jeffrey.
Liam Jurrah is playing full forward, very, very deep full forward. I think I'd rather get his hands on the ball a little bit earlier. Maybe move him up to centre half forward, maybe for a minute or two. I'm not sure how fit he is, but just try and get him involved a little bit more.
Darwin now coming out with the footy from half back. Lovely little handball came away there from Matthew Motlop. Chopped off, though, by the double Blues. Jalen Clark on the left foot. Matthew Campbell in the action here for the first time. Wins the ball to ground. Handballs off to Chris Williams. Shillabeer went one way, then the other. Williams says, I'm going for goal. Kicks it out of bounds on the full, and Shillabeer let him know all about it, Tash.
Yeah, and his captain, I mean, his coach gave him the hand pass as well. Put the shepherd on. He could have ran another 15 metres and had a ping, but of course he sprayed it. And sprayed his teammate.
Now, yes, he wasn't very happy, but it's Dyer from Wanderers who got them out onto the right outer wing. Dyer picks it up. He goes and chips it forward, finds Fijo. Keelan Fijo, the man that designed the Muck Mucks jumper for this Indigenous round game. Now it's an opportunity for Haley. Haley runs around, gives a handball off to O'Connell. Connell going in, and it's taken by Liam Jurrah. Directly on the goal line. Liam Jurrah running back with the flight of the ball, and it is Liam Jurrah to line up directly in front.
This is the confidence booster that he needs, yep. You watch them all get around him as well, I reckon.
Liam Jurrah slots an easy goal, and they all come in. You're right, Tash. Liam Jurrah gets his first goal for the Wanderers club. And what a special moment for him. Joins Wanderers in round 7 of the competition. And more importantly, it puts Wanderers back in front. 19 minutes gone. It's Wanderers by 2 points.
Could have probably shepherded that one through, but he definitely wants the confidence booster. So he's lucky he grabbed it because it would have been touched. But, you know, he's gone back and kicked the goal. Good on him, and welcome back to NTFL. Geez, we've seen some exciting footy from him over the years when he's played up here. Remember him playing out at home at Palmerston, and geez, I think he kicked about 7 or 8 goals that game.
He's an exciting player.
And then he went down south after that to play for Melbourne, of course.
Liam Patrick wins the ball initially. It goes to McKenzie, however, for the double Blues. Little low worm burner towards Shillabeer. He appeals strongly for a kicking in danger. Just reeled out of the pack, wringing his hand, and the umpire said, OK, I'll give you that free kick.
He could have a crack at this too.
He absolutely could. I tell you what, the Shillabeer effect, it could be on today. Lovely kick out wide, and the mark taken. What a great effort. Jalen Clark, is it? No, in fact, it's Brodie Foster on the lead. The diving mark into the left forward pocket. Terrific effort. He takes that, the man on the mark, Braden McLean, about 10 metres in from the boundary. So left forward pocket. Brodie Foster will be grateful for the shade for a moment.
You're right on that light tower shade, isn't it?
In he comes. The sun takes effect. Kick on its way. Bending in. That's a beautiful kick from Brodie Foster. Goal to the double Blues. So they lead now, 3 straight 18. Wanderers 2-2-14, 20 minutes gone in the first quarter.
And the Shillabir effect, he's gone back. He could have had a crack himself, but just pinpoint perfect pass out to the right pocket here.
He looks on today, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And just over the head of Thompson.
Oh, did he drop that, Brodie Foster?
I reckon he has. He's taken a slips cap, managed to con the umpire. I think the Wanderers players were pointing to it, but hey, we'll give it to him. He's got the goal, so
well,
can't take it away now.
3 goals kicked for the Double Blues, and Shillabir has had a part in every single one of them.
Liam Patrick in the middle and Miles for Darwin Buffaloes. And it is the 6th lead change we've seen as well. Only Miles goes up for that. Patrick just stood there waiting. And now it's Darwin Buffaloes. They're going backwards, but they're going to make a clearance. They're going out the back of the centre square. So if Wanderers can get there first, but it's Cameron Stokes who picks it up. Little handball over. They're in a lot of trouble still now. Cameron Stokes gets it back, and he gets out of 1 tackle. Lucky. He gets out of 2. So Darwin Buffaloes now making their way in advance. A great body work there from Williams. He got the handball on to Bowles, goes inside the forward 50, looking for Stafford, but it's been cut off from Wanderers, and they go quickly down the middle, but it was a wrong option because no one was there except Maroney for Darwin Buffaloes. He gives it off to Jonas. Jonas goes out wide, and it's a sliding mark from Culhane.
And again, Nicky's ran off Liam Jurrah to get that footy and kick it to the wing. Well done to Nicky.
Long kick now down inside 50. Stafford was the target, couldn't take the mark. Braden McLean trying to get a quick kick away. Nice little hands from Foster back to Stafford now in the corridor. Shillabir has the footy, releases it, goes to Jalen Clark on the outside of the right boot. The snap on goal is through for a behind. Just couldn't get it to bend enough with the right foot banana there, Jalen Clark. A good effort, exciting play by the Double Blues. They move on to 3-1-19. Wanderers 2-2-14, 22 and a half gone.
Yeah, they've been dominating the last 3 or 4 minutes here, the Darwin Buffaloes.
So Daniel Wheatra to kick it in. He was the one that was able to spoil it from Shillabir. So Wheatra comes over to the commentary wing. Long kick looking for Joel Jeffrey. Huge pack fly. No one's able to get a clear hand out. Matt Campbell, playing coach, taps it on so cleverly. Clever. And it goes to Shillabir, who chops it back into the middle. Great option. Oh, but it is a great tackle from Wanderers player. And it's going to just go over the boundary. That's going to go out. But
the umpire going to call. Yep, it did go over.
That definitely went out.
Very lucky the Darwin Buffaloes there. I thought that was holding the ball. He dropped it cold, tried to take on his opponent, but the umpire said play on.
Awesome tackle there from Unipingu.
Oh, the whistle's
Just
gone.
Going to call it back. I think they're waiting to see who's nominated.
Yeah, put your hand up.
Didn't get the clear vision.
This is one of the rules I think they have to change.
Oh, they're asking again.
Me sir, me sir.
Ball tossed in this time. Liam Patrick up against Stafford. Ball comes down to McKenzie. Gets a good handball away to Jalen Clark. Snap again on the left boot. And just belted through there on the siren by Tyrell Louis. Well done to him. So at quarter time here at Marara Oval, if that point counts, which it certainly should have, 3-2-20 the Buffaloes, Wanderers 2-2-14. Quick goal scorers for the Double Blues, Darren Shillabir with 2 and Brodie Foster with 1. For the Eagles, Joel Jeffrey has 1 and Liam Jurrah. Welcome to the Eagles team. He also has 1.
We're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.
So we can feel forever, yeah, feel together, real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing could ever bring me down.
Mother Nature can be frighteningly predictable in the Territory this time of year. Heavy rains and damaging winds can cause significant problems and disruption, particularly if you're unprepared, while downed power lines and flash flooding can be lethal. To ensure you're ready, visit powerwater.com.au/safety or text SAFETY to 0428 323 991 for more information. Because staying safe and ready around Mother Nature should be second nature.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal clothing for all school-related activities, whether it's 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact the Cricket and Football Shop NT for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Let's see. Roma, Verona?
Perhaps Barcelona.
Make your dream holiday a reality. Book your next getaway at Flight Centre with interest-free holidays and flexible repayment options.
Best in the air.
And everywhere.
Flight Centre.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice,
come and see it.
Still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
Boys, we've got a real big problem. It belongs to you, it belongs to me, it belongs to everybody. I'm talking about family violence. It's time we said no more to family violence, isn't it? Yeah. Think about it.
We've all got to say no more to family violence.
No more!
Family violence is a community problem and it needs a community response from all of us, and sport is a big part of that. But we can all do our bit by being more respectful to each other. Please make this year the year we say no more to family violence.
You are one of almost 140,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you will need a battery-operated radio and torch with spare batteries, enough food and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. Remember, all important documentation such as passports, photos and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season. Brought to you by TIO.
That are probably in their own right could possibly present themselves to actually coach in their own right a team. I know I've spoken to Billy to try and get it out of him whether he's interested in actually just coaching on his own at a club. But at this stage he's quite happy where he is, which is good for the Darwin Buffaloes. But yeah, they're a good coaching unit down there at the Darwin Buffaloes.
And good news for bus fans as well, because Shillabeer has put his shoe back on, he's come back out. Not looking 100% at the moment, but the best news is he's back out on the field. He's kicked 2 goals in that first term, but more importantly, even got some good assists as well.
Yep.
Tash, interesting the move. Cameron Stokes normally plays in defence, but lining up on Brendan Motlop.
On Motlop, yep. And 2 bulls at it. I must say that the first contest that they had, it's like 2 bulls going at it.
Well, we're about to get underway in the second quarter with Dominic McCormack.
Up goes Miles. Won it forward initially. Eagles in there. Coming away with it now was Stephen Tahana for the Double Blues. Up again to that man in Shillabeer. Taps it off to Jared Stokes. Did beautifully to get away from 1 tackle. Handballed it forward. Cut off by Matthew Motlop. Coming through strongly was Stafford. Got it away there to Tahana. The snap-on goal hit the post a quarter of the way up.
Geez, he had a good crack at that.
He did indeed. Hit the post. Very close indeed. The ball being brought quickly back into play by Braden McLean. That's his second poor extraction from defence. Was cut off there by Cameron Stokes. And now a high tackle on Timmy Eldridge. And I have to say, Tim Eldridge, this is the strongest start to a game that I've seen him for a long time.
I agree.
Very impressive from Tim Eldridge. Long kick now. Inside 50. Dangerous. The high flyer was up. And the high flyer there was Chris Williams, but he was nowhere near it. The mark was taken by his opposite number 21 in Daniel Wheater. He flares out wide, going for Luke Dyer. Takes possession under pressure from Matthew Campbell. Long kick out towards half-back. Clean bowls everybody. At the back of the pack now, the ball taken by Isaac Seaton-Kunoff. Gets it away to Kevin Moroney. Dinky little kick to Matt Campbell. And the coach will not be all that happy with that.
Yeah, you don't kick it to the coach like that, Moroney. He put his hand up to apologise. I don't think Campbell even looked at him. He was on his own there, Matty Campbell. No one around him for 10 metres and just couldn't hit the target. It's gone out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
So Patrick and Lyons for Darwin going up in the ruck. Ooh, bit of a wonky throw in there. Didn't really favour anyone. So we're going to be asking for, oh no, it's a throw that was picked out there from a Darwin Buffaloes player. So Wanderers are going to get the free kick. And it's just Liam Patrick who gives off a really small handball. Long kick down and
Beautiful
just keeps
kick.
it inside is Haley. Hugging the sideline on the boundary over underneath the scoreboard. Picked up wonderfully by Smith Thompson, Keenan. And it is not going to go any further than the scoreboard.
They were on their Wanderers. Marlon Motlop just dropped a crucial hand pass. He was bursting through and they definitely were able to break the lines then.
And that's going to be a free kick going against Liam Patrick. So, yeah, Priest there, that was a pretty bad effort there.
That was very deliberate there too,
wasn't it? So Darwin Buffaloes now going to try and go down into the attacking side of their centre wing. Some sloppy play here from both sides, not really able to pick out free players. They switch and go in boards to the Wanderers. Wanderers going out, and it's a juggling mark that's been dropped in the end by Louis. Great pressure there from Eldridge and Louis going at it against each other.
Well done,
just
Eldridge.
Inside the centre square. And it is going to go against Eldridge.
For a high tackle.
It reversed, I think.
No, high tackle was called. High tackle was the call, so Louis flares across to Erlandson, has had about 4 possessions in the last 35 seconds. Gets it across in out of Winston Unipingo by himself, has a bounce, inside 50. Push out came from Joel Jeffrey. Ball spills, steps one way, then the other. Great evasive skills, snap around the body, on goal.
Oh, geez, that was close.
Very close indeed, but not close enough. A point to the near side. So a point on the board for Eagles. 2-3-15 trailing the Buffs. 3-3-21, 3.5 gone second quarter.
Bradley Stokes kicks it in very short to Maimura.
Not much movement up forward here.
Left back pocket. He just mongrel kick outside the forward 50. Not looking for anyone in particular. Wanderers have the numbers. O'Connell picks it up. And a handball just up in the air and ducking under it. And he's going to get the free kick. O'Connell's going to play on, though, in the right forward pocket. And he has got a radar that is not on. And they'll be disappointed that with Wanderers. O'Connell played on. wasn't able to get it to anyone at the top of the square, and so it will be through a rush behind. Wanderers 16-21, and they trail at 4 minutes in the second quarter.
Jared Stokes getting a handball away, looking there for Kevin Moroney, loses the footy, and then correspondingly Marlon Motlop again just can't find the handle. The high up and under comes. Joel Jeffrey crashes the pack. Buffalo's there in numbers. Moroney gathers, kicks straight down the line, centre wing. No mark taken out there, but the ball in the hands now of Brodie Foster. Tumbles a punt away here to Stafford. Stafford 2 bounces, 3 bounces, running away here from Jordan Jeffrey. Has the shot on goal with the left boot. What a run from the big man. That's a super goal for the Double Blues.
Brilliant goal by Daniel Stafford. He outbodied Jordan Jeffrey out on the wing and just turned around and said, chase me. Had 3 bounces, I think it was, and it just helped his angle, straightens up. That's 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Has 10 metres on Jordan Jeffrey. 3 bounces, goes inside the 50. Just made his angle a little bit better, and on the left, straight through. That's a brilliant running goal from a big man.
That's a beautiful goal. Do you like the way he kept his eye on him? He kept looking at him.
Yeah,
oh, you're there. That's all right.
He knew once he put the burst of speed when he first got the footy that he could break that. Jordan Jeffrey isn't slow.
And while that has all been happening, I've just been keeping a close eye on Jonas Nicky. He was down in the defensive area and got a really big knee in the back from Joel Jeffrey. When the ball went out, he stayed down on the ground, and so he is actually in a lot of pain in his lower back after a knee in the back. It was a friendly fire, but he's now going and talking to the trainer. So ball back up in the middle, and Liam Patrick not able to get it over the top of lines. In dispute now, kicked off the ground beautifully. Great decision there from McKenzie. He's put him straight inside the forward 50, and it's going to be Shilbeer who overruns it. He taps it forward, he can't pick it up. Gets a handball, and it's a nice little shot on goal to the top of the square, but it is going to be helped over for a point for the Darwin Buffaloes. And Darwin Buffaloes move to 28. They lead Wanderers 16, 7 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Braden McLean brings the ball quickly back into play, goes to Daniel Wheatra. The old firm combining. They go to Jared Erlinson, another good player. Low ball, looking for Fijo, finds him, flips out a handball quickly to Keenan Smith-Thompson from 55. Long shot. Liam Jara thought he had his name written all over it. Wasn't quite. Ball spills. Joel Jeffrey, the outside of the right boot. Beautiful kick on goal. Little banana, straight through. Well done.
And again, because he's not taking that number 1 defender, Liam Jara brought the ball to ground in that contest, and who was front and centre? Joel Jeffrey. Good kick in by Thompson Smith as well. Just at the back here, Liam Jara just a bit of a push on his opponent, but front and centre took the footy, and an easy goal to Joel Jeffrey there. So he's got his 2nd for the game, 1 in the first quarter, his 1st in the second quarter here. So 2 on the board for him.
Back in the middle, and it's the Buffaloes still with a 6-point lead despite that goal from Wanderers. Buffaloes 28 leading Wanderers 22. 8 minutes gone. Liam Patrick for Wanderers going up against Lions.
And the mismatch down there was that because Liam Jara's player had gone off, Jonas Nicky.
No real advantage there, 1 out of the ruck, so it came down McKenzie. Huge up and under over on the right. 1 bounce and it's out. 60 metres from goal on the right in favour of the Darwin Buffaloes. Still no sign of Nicky. He's back on the bench though, so that's good.
And Priest is still on the bench, so they're persisting with Patrick in the ruck.
He's in the ruck. He's going to go up against Miles. 60 metres from the Darwin Buffaloes goal on the right. Miles with a huge fist gets it inside the forward 50 for the Darwin Buffaloes, but it's the numbers for Wanderers who are playing it around nicely through a couple of handballs, including one from Liam Jara. Comes outside the defensive 50. Few players fly. The man that stayed down on the ground got an ugly kick away. It was smothered in the end. Middle of the park. Darwin Buffaloes through lines, goes out over to the right. McKenzie chasing after it. He's being tracked down. Great spin out of trouble. He goes inside the forward 50, finds an unmarked Shilbeer, and he's going to have a shot on goal from the right forward pocket, and he's just sprayed it to the left. But that is a good movement there from Darwin Buffaloes. They now move to 29. Wanderers 22. 9 minutes gone in the second term.
Darwin putting on the pressure here. Ball in the hands now of Charlie Haley. Received that from Braden McLean. Wondering who to give it to. Steps around Shillabia. Liam Patrick running in support.
The run and carry.
Long kick down the line. Maymaru almost took the mark off hands. Eldridge was stripped to the footy. Falls to Jalen Clark. Long kick down the line. Shillabia underneath it. Takes the mark. Opponent goes to ground, plays on quickly, goes to Chris Williams, 55 from goal. Long kick into the goal square, mark taken by Patrick Bowles. Brilliant play from the Double Blues.
Yeah, it was. I thought he was going to play on them, but he's gone back to have a shot. But beautiful work here out on the wing, grandstand wing by the Buffaloes, and to get the ball in there, just well read by Patrick Bowles.
Good news for the Double Blues. Nicky back onto the ground as Patrick Bowles now lining up for his shot on goal. Kicks the goal, does Patrick Bowles. So the Double Blues, they move out now to 5-5-35, leading the Eagles 3-4-22, 10 minutes gone in the second quarter.
And Chris Williams, just from the 50, didn't have a ping, just put it to the top of the square. And Bowles read it well. He thought about it and he knew there was a player hot on his hammer. And Nicky, good news, comes straight back on and goes straight back to Liam Jarrah.
He's played very well on him so far.
He has.
He's annoyed him, he's run off him, he's done really well.
Off the ball, he's been nudging him, just getting into him, and good body work.
Has not enjoyed that so far.
Good height matchup too as well. So
and body strength, I think,
Liam
as well.
Jarrah has been waiting at the back a couple of times, but wasn't able to get over Jonas. Back in the middle now, and Priest for Wanderers is back on. He's going up against Miles. No real advantage there, but it's Priest for Wanderers who bursts out of the ruck, puts it up towards Liam Jarrah, and it falls in his lap. We were talking about he was hunting out the back a couple of times. He took front position, and the ball dropped straight in his lap. He's directly in front, 30 metres out.
He just held the drop of the footy position really well.
So Liam Jarrah will line up for his second goal. He approaches in now, passes the 40-metre area directly in front, will trot in and kicks it directly over the umpire's hat. So Liam Jarrah gets one back for Wanderers, and all of the players come in to celebrate Liam Jarrah's second goal for his new club, the Wanderers side. Wanderers move to 4-4-28, Darwin Buffaloes 5-5-35.
And well read by Priest, the ruckman, just come on, boots it long, and that's what you want to do when you've got big forwards, talented forwards in your forward line, and just took the mark in front, just held his position well. Nicky just come back on the field and just outmarked him.
He's not as fit as he could be, Liam Jarrah, but he is a big man. When he's very fit, he's still a big guy, tall,
yeah,
strong.
Very tall.
Well done to him. Sebastian Priest now wins it down again. Ball falls to a teammate in Luke Dyer. Trying to come through strongly there for the Double Blues was player there in Tahana. Again, trying to force his way through, laying the tackle. Tackle laid there on Charlie Haley. Is he going to get caught with the footy? No, he's not. Tosses the ball up. In fact, it was Collie there coming from the bottom of the pack. Sebastian Priest up again against David Miles. Wins it down. The Blues come away with it. Handball to Miles. Good kick from him. Finds a chest of Foster. Been a very good player so far for Darwin. Poor kick on that occasion inside 50. Matty Campbell on the end of that. He won't be enjoying that. Stafford soccering it off the ground. Trying to pick it up. Winston Yunupingo soccering it away from him, shuffling the ball to the advantage there of Marlon Motlop, gets a handball away, picking it up was Collie, straight there to Jordan Jeffrey, into the middle of the ground. Keenan Smith-Thompson went back onto it, got it away to a teammate now in Collie. Collie looking up here for Joel Jeffrey, got himself in a good position, didn't take the mark. Spillage picked up by Moroney, steadies, goes to Bradley Stokes. Inside the defensive 50, out wide now to Jared Stokes. Takes the mark at right half back.
Jared Stokes just goes short inside the centre square. Finds Tahana. Tahana with an ugly kick. He was looking for Shillabir, but it's been cut off now by Wanderers. So Wanderers with the opportunity to try and get it out of their left back pocket. A couple of handball chains, and it is going to be great pressure from Darwin Buffaloes. And it is going to be seen over the boundary, but that was a wasteful opportunity from Wanderers.
It was well done by the Buffaloes, but Kevin Moroney was streaming through the middle, and they just Tahana just did not look in the corridor, but it was definitely on, but they did well to lock that back up, the Darwin Buffaloes.
Boundary throw in now, right half forward for the Double Blues. Sebastian Priest gets in front, just takes the ball out of the ruck contest, loses it, however, to Darwin. Streaking through now for Darwin. Seaton Kernoth, long kick inside 50. Winston Unipinga, good mark. Great defensive strike there from Winston Unipinga. Runs to the Morris Rioli grandstand side. No one there really. Has to go to Bo O'Connell. Wheels around onto the left foot after a good pick-up on the bounce. Finds Collie. Collie steadies.
Well run by
Priest. Run from one side of the field. Now he's searching for the shade and finds himself a kick as well. Runs his full measure. Long kick. Joel Jeffrey. It gets a little touch on it. Goes to Jurra. Out wide to Haley. Steps one way, back in board, goes to O'Connell on the left boot. Beautiful kick from Bo O'Connell. Goes to Marlon Motlop with the hand, finds Haley, gets a little push in the back, snaps on goal and hits the post halfway up. Wanderers burning opportunities here.
He burnt his two teammates.
Oh, goodness, Haley. How to win friends and influence people.
He was off balance. The Buffaloes did well to get him off balance. He should have given the handball at the time, but still tried to go the snap and it hits the post.
So now it's one Stokes to another. Cameron Stokes on the right. He goes a little chip over to Maimura. Maimura out under the scoreboard finds Tahana. He goes down further to Stafford.
It's a good mark. He's playing well, Stafford. Really leading up the ground.
He is in the centre of the wing, so he's a long way from the sticks where he has been hunting all day. He just goes up to full forward with a thumping kick. No real target there, and the ball is being brought down on the ground. Matt Campbell, the playing coach, able to pick it up. He receives a handball back. Goes one way, goes the other. Puts it onto the left from 50 metres, off one step, and it goes to the left. And it is through for a behind. Darwin Buffaloes 5-6-36, leading Wanderers 4-5-29.
And he just apologised to a few of his teammates as well, the coach. Probably had Shillabeer on, also could have put it to the top of the square.
Yeah, didn't need to go for the banana then.
No.
Just need to go for the drop punt. He's a great kick on goal is Matty Campbell.
And a lot of strength through his kick as well.
Oh, that's right.
So definitely could have got it.
Now from McLean, the ball's gone to Keenan Smith-Thompson, who's, in fact, it was Matthew Motlop. His long kick down the line, looking for Sebastian Priest. Priest had the ball thumped away from him. Well done there by Seaton Kernoth. Boundary throw in now, just to the left of the Darwin interchange. Boundary throw in's a good one. Sebastian Priest at the back of the pack, got a touch to it, then a second. The ball favouring Bo O'Connell here on centre wing. He's quick, he's got good kick. And as soon as I say that, he turns it over with ease. Timothy Eldridge takes another mark. Kevin Moroney, he's working hard this afternoon. On the run now, takes it on the bounce. In pursuit, Marlon Motlop. Moroney steps around him. That was not a wise decision, but his kick works. Goes to the chest of Cameron Stokes, who just worked hard to get in front. Passes off to a teammate here in Bradley Stokes. Long kick of the footy. Ball spills. Daniel Stafford, the up and under. He's going to chase it himself. He'll fly high. Couldn't take it. Spillage. Jalen Clark's there. So too Matty Campbell. So too Jordan Jeffrey. Player down behind the scenes. And Charlie Haley, does he take the mark? Not called, tackle, brought to ground. And a high tackle is the call from the umpire. Gee, it took a long time to make that call.
Yeah, he
Charlie Haley
sure
to
what was
take
going
the free
on there.
kick. And he'll take that free kick in the right back pocket for the Eagles.
And that's Unipingu, who is up limping now, just holding his right quad at the moment. But the action now is Wanderers trying to come down the grandstand wing, but it's been cut off by Jaden Clark. Jaden Clark whirls around, puts them back inside the forward 50 in the left forward pocket. Ball up in the air, few ping-pong efforts at it. Wanderers with a quick kick out of defence. And Eldridge with a diving mark. He probably could have let that bounce and got more control, but the ball has just dribbled over the boundary. And it will be 70 metres out from the Darwin Buffaloes goal on the left.
The run and carry from Wanderers is just slowed down at the moment. They don't have much on when they're trying to come from half back.
So Liam Patrick from behind got the fist to it, but no real advantage still for the team. Good little chip forward from Haley. He kicks it short and spots up a teammate in that was Williams. Williams with a booming kick down to Joel Jeffrey. But this matchup between Marmura And Joel Jeffrey has been exciting.
Yeah, it has
and
been.
Maimura had his measure there. The ball's just gone out for right forward pocket for Wanderers, 40 metres from goal. That's been an exciting. That's been the best matchup, I think.
Yeah, Jeffrey kicked 2 goals, but he's done well. He's undersized in the matchup, but just annoying him, I think, and just reading the ball well.
Boundary throw in now. Williams up against Lyons. One down by Lyons. Taken away here by Seaton Kunoff. Long kick down the centre wing. Williams. Handball give. Missed the target in Shillabig. Stokes couldn't pick it up. Seaton Kunoff goes back in. Goes now to Campbell. Campbell this time to Cameron Stokes. Now off to Bowles. Bowles the long kick and hope. Jordan Jeffrey. Well done. That was beautiful play there from Jordan Jeffrey. Took the mark. Gets it out the back. Goes to Braden McLean on the left boot. That's a poor kick from McLean. Such a good user of the footy. He just hasn't done it this afternoon. Handball coming off now again to Seaton Kunoff. Kicking into space. Opportunity now for Braden McLean to get hold of the footy and use it well. Again onto the left boot. Who can he find? Keelan Fijo on the bounce. He'll find a little bit of space. Players looking tired out here now. Fijo goes for a run. He's had a bounce, needs to get rid of the footy.
That's ball.
And the umpire said, you've run too far, Keelan Fijo.
Who was
and
the
the
player?
turnover occurs.
Just trying to pick up who that player is out there. I think it's Williams. Just didn't put on the Shepherd, no talk.
So the long kick down the line, the mark taken for Darwin by Devon Lyons. He's worked hard in the ruck. Finds himself out wide now on the wing with the footy. Long kick inside 50. Target Stafford. Didn't take the mark. In fact, he was paid the mark. He was crashed into as well, front on. And Stafford takes the free just to the right of centre, and he'll kick from about 48 metres out. He's already got 1 goal, and that was an absolute cracker on the left foot.
And he's got a big thumping kick as well, Stafford. Definitely gettable.
So the difference in the score at the 21-minute mark, Darwin Buffaloes lead only by 7. It's been a very, very even game. Darwin led by 6 points at quarter time. They currently lead by 7 as we tick into time on. Stafford at 48 metres, nonchalant on the right boot, easily making the distance, and misses to the left-hand side. So the Buffaloes 5-7-37, Wanderers 4-5-29 the difference. Now 8 points at the 22-minute mark.
And Shillabee has come off with a Darwin Buffaloes, just looking a little bit ginger, so that we'll keep an eye on that calf. That's got to be a free kick.
Kick-in was a target for O'Connell. Looked like he was taken out of the air without the ball. Looked like a dangerous play, but they're away, Wanderers. Inside there, forward 50 by Totham, but the Darwin Buffaloes defence is standing up. A handball there from Flay. And that's gone out over the boundary. Couldn't find the target in Mackenzie.
Yeah, Desley Motlop, the water runner for Wanderers, I reckon, nearly got taken out there.
And again, Nicky in front of Jurra, running at the footy.
And attacking the footy, not scared to
60 metres out from the Wanderers' goal. Ball tossed back in. And from behind, it's Wanderers' quick forward kick by Totham. Can't find the target. Huge tackle in the end there by the Darwin Buffaloes. And running through is Stokes. And
if he can clip this cleanly and he misses it.
Maimura not able to pick up the ball. He had a paddock of space, kicked the ball off the ground. And now it's Eldridge who comes back, his teammate, mops up for Maimura. And I think he might have kicked that out on the full, which he has, directly underneath the scoreboard. So Darwin Buffaloes with a few errors coming out of their back 50.
Both teams here are absolutely screaming for half-time at the moment.
Matthew Motlop now took the mark from the kick-in, goes to Liam Patrick at centre wing. Can the Eagles kick one here before half-time? The long kick down towards Keelan Fijo. Moroney with the fly. Got the 2 knees into the back, flew high, just couldn't stick the mark. Mackenzie now kicking out wide, looking
and on the full again
for Jared Stokes, I think it was, and again out of bounds on the full. Can Wanderers stick a late one? No, they cannot. The half-time siren sounds here. This round 7 clash between the Darwin Buffaloes and the Wanderers Eagles. Darwin Buffaloes lead at half-time, 5-7-37. Wanderers 4-5-29. 8 points.
We're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.
Absolutely zero.
Zero.
Yeah, definitely.
It has to be zero.
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I don't think that's asking too much.
kN centrifugal force, infrared remote control.
How does he do it?
24.5 kilowatt diesel motor.
He doesn't just know how to operate every piece of Kennard's high gear we get in, but also its service details, its safety checks. I don't know.
It's as if he can hypnotise each piece.
Give me 2 passes with sauce. Coffee white with 1, bun with icing. No, pink icing.
Yep, no worries, Terry.
Time to escape, cause I'm in need of warmer weather. Sail upon the stream to find there's someplace better. And I'm going far and wide.
Great Northern Brewing Co., the beer from up here.
Boys, we've got a real big problem. It belongs to you, it belongs to me, it belongs to everybody. I'm talking about family violence. It's time we said no more to family violence, isn't it? Yeah. Think about it.
We've all got to say no more to family violence.
No more! Family violence is a community problem and it needs a community response from all of us, and sport is a big part of that. But we can all do our bit by being more respectful to each other. Please make this year the year we say no more to family violence.
Looking for the best and brightest to join your team? At Quality People, we specialise in finding quality, hard-to-get professionals, and we have an office right here in Darwin. Kick your recruitment goals with Quality People. qualitypeople.com.au.
Now that's quality.
You are one of almost 140,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you will need a battery-operated radio and torch with spare batteries, enough food and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. Remember, all important documentation such as passports, photos and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season. Brought to you by TIO.
On Territory roads, anything can happen, so you need to drive real careful. Dirt roads can be dusty, making it hard to see. Or they can be slippery and you can lose control. When you're not driving on dirt, slow down, will ya? Drive to the conditions and arrive in good condition.
The NTFL clubs and umpires would like to share the following events and messages and thank their sponsors.
Getting my hands on the footy and just being with my mates.
I like being outdoors. It just makes me happy. I don't like it when I get yelled at.
It's pretty embarrassing when someone's shouting at you halfway through the game.
It makes me feel like I'm useless and I can't do anything.
We're just kids.
We're just here to have fun.
Let us do what we love.
Just let kids be kids.
You go home and get your scannies, I'll go home and get my panties, and away we'll go. Oh, shuffle up the buffalo, shuffle up the buffalo. Oh.
Wedding or birthday is coming up? Maybe a get-together with friends and family. Waratah Clubhouse at Gardens Oval is the perfect venue for your next community function. Celebrate in the home to one of Darwin's iconic football clubs, Waratah Clubhouse.
For more information, please visit the relevant club or umpire's Facebook page.
It's not running too freely at the moment, but it's a concern because they were on fire in that first quarter around Chillabee, had a big dominant effect in that first quarter, not so much in the second quarter, but interesting just to keep an eye on him. They cannot lose him for the second half.
So Darwin Buffaloes just in front of the Michael Long Learning Centre, just breaking from their huddle, and Wanderers players already in position, ready to get this second half underway. And it is the Darwin Buffaloes with an 8-point lead, only a slight lead here at Marara Oval for this twilight game. The lights just look like they're not yet coming into effect, but you don't need them just yet. But as Natasha said, 3/4 of the oval is now in shade, which will be a relief for the players out there.
Except for those on the far wing.
Yeah, that's still
just at this point in time.
Which is Stokes and Keelan Fijo, I reckon.
The sun in the eyes.
And just on Keelan Fijo, what a special day this is for him as well. He's actually the designer of their Indigenous Guernseys. So a very special Indigenous round and a very special Indigenous moment for Keelan Fijo as well. He is the emerging artist, and it is a very, very special jumper. And Naomi Briston has designed the Darwin Buffaloes, and they designed and wore it last year. And so this is the second year that they get to wear it. But this is the first inaugural Nungalinya Cup that they are playing for, and this is a special moment because the second half, big action coming away. Dom, as we're about to get underway just before the siren went.
That was very, very strange. That is very strange. You're exactly right. We're all waiting for the siren, and they tossed it up, and the ruckman went at it, and now we're going to do it again. Up they go. Lions won it. Liam Patrick didn't bother. He gets the handball back in any event. Tumbles a long, long kick up towards forward 50. Joel Jeffrey couldn't take the mark. Ball paddled to Warwick Williams. We have not seen anything of him at all. He's high up and under towards the boundary. Almost mark taken by Marlon Motlop. Skirts the boundary beautifully. Gets back on his right boot. Tumbles a punt up towards Joel Jeffrey. Outbodies Maymaru and takes the mark on the chest. Well done, Joel Jeffrey. Wonderful forward craft from him.
Yeah, just looking dangerous start. I'm still blown away with the start of the game because they did the second ball up, but they didn't even wait for the far wingman to make it back. They were still trotting back, and next minute the ball's gone past them. They didn't even know he'd thrown it up.
Well, look, in fairness, the umpires want to get the game underway and get out of here.
Round 7 NTFL. You'll only see it here or hear it here. Joel Jeffrey, 40-degree angle, 15 metres out from goal. He trots in looking for his third, and he's put it through. Great start here for the Eagles. They're back within 2 points.
Yeah, good start to the Eagles. This is a premiership quarter, as we spoke about. Joel Jeffrey deep in the forward line this time, so they have moved Liam Jara up to centre half forward. So I just thought that move might just get him a bit more involved. I know he's kicked 2 goals, but it's put Joel Jeffrey into the danger zone against Mamu. That's just probably, just for his height there, he's probably a little bit more nervous being that close to goal as a defender.
So a good opportunity now for Joel Jeffrey. There is a height mismatch, and as you saw there, just outbodied him, but it is back in the middle now. Wanderers within 2 points, 2 minutes gone. Liam Patrick up in the middle. He decides to jump for it this time. Doesn't go up every time. He goes up against Lions. No real advantage to any player, but it's a fumbling ball in front of the Darwin Buffaloes player. They now come out through the commentary wing. Huge up and under there from Paul Campbell, looking for Shillabeer. He wasn't able to get off the ground, so keep an eye on that, Tash. Shillabeer not able to get off the ground at the moment. He did have some work on his calf, but we'll keep an eye on the play now. Huge good give and go there from Unipingu. He decided to give the handball, though, to Williams, and it's Darwin Buffaloes who are going to come through. Oh, he's been absolutely cleaned up. Just got a handball away. The Darwin Buffaloes now still in the middle of the wing, commentary wing. Liam Patrick diverts, gives a handball to Matthew Motlop. Motlop got it off to Weetra, and Weetra with a very short kick found Williams, just hugging the boundary right in front of both interchanges. He goes a long ball down towards forward 50. Joel Jeffrey, a long way from home, gets a mark 55 metres out. He quickly plays on, looking for Liam Jara, and finds him.
This is working well.
And Liam Jara was in front of a much shorter player in Eldridge, Good vision from Joel Jeffrey, 55 metres out, and just easily put it into the lap of Liam Jarrah.
Marlon Motlop had actually moved to full forward as Joel Jeffrey come out to the centre half forward there, but just lowered his eyes, just put it up, and the mismatch, as you spoke about, allowed Jarrah to take the mark. But we spoke about what forward line was going to start well and who's sort of gelling, and it looks like the Wanderers have come out of the blocks.
Liam Jarrah just trots over the 50-metre mark, 45-degree angle, hits it on the third, and he's hooked it to the left. So Liam Jarrah just slaps his hands together in frustration. Wanderers 5-6-36, Darwin Buffaloes 5-7-37. 1 point in it, 4 minutes gone, and lights just coming onto full effect here at Marara Oval.
Buffaloes back into play. Kevin Moroney received it from the kick in, goes to Nicky. Nicky, the long kick, finds Stafford inside defensive 50, steps one way then the other, goes with the short chip and finds Maymaru running off Joel Jeffrey. Still keeping himself involved, Maymaru, well done. Goes long now. Oh, that's a good kick too.
Brilliant kick. Very
good kick. Finds Bowles at left half forward, just under the scoreboard. He goes to kick long, got a little bit underneath it. Players crash in. McLean belted the ball away, and a free kick for a hold here goes to Braden Culhane. Yep. We have not called his name in this match so far. So Culhane, the man with the flashing red boots, has an opportunity here to just steady the play down for Darwin.
And again, just Daniel Stafford moving right up the ground just to help out his defence to bring the footy out. Well done to the big man.
No, not afraid to move up and down the ground, big men these days. Culhane now trots in, kicks from 45. He's pretty happy at the moment. That left the boot. It's a goal on the board for Culhane. And more importantly, the Darwin Buffaloes keep their lead. 6-7-43, Wanderers 5-6-36.
He's a dangerous small forward, Culhane, so first goal probably only had maybe 1 or 2 touches in this whole game, which is unlike him.
It's a few players like that. We pointed at Simon Bates before.
Yeah, Simon Bates.
He's just has not been in the game at all for a player who's a very good player.
Good delivery by Stokes and just holding. So I guess that was against Tottenham. So just held back Culhane. He went back and slotted the goal. Good start to this third quarter, 1 apiece.
Ball back in the middle. Lines to go up against Liam Patrick. Bit of shove with O'Connell in the background. Lines gets the tap down, and O'Connell just absolutely dispatched.
And he's got caught for holding the ball.
Well, he's got caught for a dangerous tackle, I think.
It was a dangerous tackle. O'Connell, there'd been a bit of push and shove, I just said, behind the ball, and he was not happy.
There's nothing wrong with that tackle.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the Wanderers now trying to get out of defensive back left from Motlop. Matthew Motlop had given it to Jordan Jeffrey, and he found Liam Patrick just on the defensive 50. Slightly left of centre square. He just goes long down the commentary wing. Looking for Joel Jeffrey out in front, not able to take the ball. And now Maymaru trying to pick it up. He taps it forward to Cameron Stokes. He's got time to wheel around and going for Shillabeer. Shillabeer still not able to get off the ground. Jordan Jeffrey for the Eagles comes bursting on the left side of the centre square. And it is now, though, taken through Darwin Buffaloes. And it is a huge kick there from Flay. Wanderers, though, they're going to get it out over on the right through McLean. That's Braden McLean. Chip now goes into Keelan Fijo, the man that designed the Wanderers' Indigenous jumper for today. Special moment for him. Searching kick for Marlon Motlop. It's still inside the Wanderers' forward 50. And it's an opportunity here. Eldridge is going to get a free kick. So for the Darwin Buffaloes, they were on.
Silly free kick to give away.
And that's Williams who's going to stand the mark, and Eldridge for Darwin Buffaloes is going to go out through the left wing.
Travis Eldridge playing a very good game here this afternoon for his team. Finds Chris Williams at left half back. He looks inboard, misses a target. Well done here by Dyer. He's not going to miss his target. Finds Liam Jarrah just inside 50. He had 2 options and he picked the right one too. Look at him. Warwick Williams was off at a 45-degree angle. Charlie Haley dead in front, 40 out. That was the option. Hit him on the chest.
He's presented well today, Haley. I thought he's around the ground. He's been a consistent player through the game so far.
Bo O'Connell coming from the ground, replaced by Simon Bates, as we see Haley now. Dead in front, a little bit of a hop and a skip. 40 metres out, not happy.
He knew.
He knew straight away, didn't he? A point on the board, 5-7-37. Buffalo 6-7-43, a goal the difference here. 8.5 gone in the third quarter.
Stokes finds Eldridge in the right back pocket. Haley, the man that just missed the goal, standing on the mark. Eldridge goes long down the commentary wing, flying high with Stafford, and he comes through the pack. A good pack mark there from Stafford. He decides to go into the centre of the ground. Well, wasn't a time kick there from Williams. He tried to kick it off the ground, still in the centre of the park. Comes out to the wing. Oh, and it's a great opportunity now from the Darwin Buffaloes. Bowles looks forward, finds Schillebeer, top of the square, straight in a vacant goal square, and he kicks another one. So Schillebeer picks up his third for the evening, and great defensive pressure on the forward 50 line for Buffaloes, and they get away with 7-7-49 to Wanderers 5-7-37, 10 minutes gone.
Just a poor hand pass from Colley, missed his target, picked up by Bowles, just outbodied his opponent, gets it moving forward to Schillebeer, who was out the back by 20 metres, goes into the goal square and kicks an easy goal. So his third for the game, and just a crucial turnover ended up costing them a goal. So Buffs get their second for the quarter.
And I would hazard a guess that that's now the biggest lead of the game, 12 points.
Certainly is.
Can all change very quickly, of course. Liam Patrick goes up high, wins it down. Bates out of the middle. First clear takeaway. 2 bounces, if you don't mind, on the left boot. Dangerous inside 50. Maymaru, I thought he took the mark, not called. Spinning around is Marlon Motlop. What a goal from the inside of the right boot. Banana on the right. And Marlon Motlop kicks the goal. The quick reply.
They tell you to play the whistle, but I reckon most of the players stopped then and thought that it was a genuine mark, and Marlon Motlop was the only one that went with the footy once it hit the ground. You'll see Joel Jeffrey even stop. See, Maymaru took that's a mark. That was hit out of his hands after he'd taken the mark, I reckon.
Yep, I agree.
And everyone sort of stopped, and Marlon Motlop swings around and kicks a goal, but geez.
Maymaru was still standing there too, saying, what's going on? How come he's kicking the ball?
He took it up high and brought it down. Like he was holding it the whole time. It wasn't like he was juggling it.
Well, whatever it is, they've paid it, and Wanderers now have got back within 6 points. Liam Patrick off for a much-needed rest, and now Priest is in the ruck, and he goes over the top of Miles. Mistimed it, though, and there's going to be a free kick. So Miles in the centre of the square for Darwin Buffaloes. He goes long inside the forward 50, looking for Stafford.
And why wouldn't you go to
him?
He's marking everything coming his way, Daniel Stafford.
He's just got cramp. He's been launching himself so much off the ground. Great mark in front of Jeffrey. That's Jordan Jeffrey.
This is doable for him as well, Daniel Stafford.
He thinks he is. He's pointing to the goals. He's going to have to kick it from 60 metres. Stafford, slight angle to the right. Stafford on 60 metres, looking for the distance, looking for the goals, and he's just short and not able to find the goals. Now, still Darwin Buffaloes with a chance. Matt Campbell, the playing coach, not able to pick it up, fumbled over about 10 metres out from the goalpost on the left.
And hot on his heels, played a good game on him today, is Tyrell Louis. Young player against a AFL experienced player, and he's very tricky, got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, Matty Campbell, but he's done really well, Louis.
Boundary throw in now, Stafford wins it down. Bates tried to take it away, couldn't get hold of it. Ball comes to Cameron Stokes. Great handball to Chris Williams, snap on the right boot. That's a goal to Chris Williams.
Brilliant goal.
Fantastic kick. What a handball from Cameron Stokes.
I know, Braden McLean is arguing with the goal umpires there. He's trying to plead his case. I don't know what he's trying to say. That was definitely through the middle of the goals. Chris Williams, beautiful front and centre work. So the ball comes out the back. Good hand pass by Cameron Stokes. Up and under, knew straight away as well. Gets it through. Noted goal kicker Chris Williams had a good Thunder season as well. It's the Buffaloes bench. Jared Stokes is on there. reckon he might have an injury concern, Jared Stokes. Not the usual game we expect from him with the run and carry.
So ball back up in the middle. Priest goes high, but it's still the Darwin Buffaloes who again are able to clear it through. They've been dominating in the midfield at the moment, Darwin Buffaloes, looking down at Stokes, not able to pick it up. Great hands from Culcan. He gives it off to Campbell, running around for Darwin Buffaloes.
Don't tell me.
And as he gone to the top of the square, and a drop mark, an opportunity there from Stafford. He was running back. It would have been great. He had two Wanderers players around him and not able to juggle it, but they're not out of danger just yet, Wanderers.
Campbell read that well.
Paul Campbell it was who kicked in. No mark taken inside 50 for the Double Blues. Nice handball comes out from Matthew Motlop. Now Winston Unipinga in trouble. His handball went to McLean, who couldn't take it. Brenton Motlop coming through. Back to Matthew Motlop. Did well under pressure. Went to Daniel Wheatra. Protected the ball with his body and took the mark under some pressure from Shillabeer. Now it goes for the dangerous kick to Bates. He's up to it, however. Gathers on the bounce. Tumbles a punt out towards centre wing. Erlinson running hard at it. Kept his body between he and his opponent. Took the footy. Got it to Fijo. Now away. Keenan Smith-Thompson up there towards Haley. Haley almost grabbed hold of it, but a free kick here goes to Jonas Nicky. And Nicky from half back will take the footy for Darwin.
He tries to go down the commentary wing. It was a short kick. Nearly kicked a touch there by Haley. And now Wanderers. And a drop mark, but it's been picked up favourably by Foster. He puts him side of the forward 50. Bouncing ball straight through the legs of Stafford. Jordan Jeffrey gets it to a Wanderers teammate, and now they're trying to get out of their defensive 50. And the Wanderers player in Priest comes back on the mark, looks around, not playing John just as quickly. Now he opts to play on. He's got no one going forward. Ugly kick wobbling along the ground. Picked up in the end by Liam Patrick. Gets it off to Keelan Fijo. Fijo goes down the commentary wing. Put on the boot by Braden McLean. And it is two Buffaloes players on one. And it's the Darwin Buffaloes that are going to get out of trouble. And they're going to go down the commentary wing. A short kick. And it finds Flay. He's at the left back centre square. He's been told to go down directly under the scoreboard end, and his kick is short, and it's not going to find anyone, and it's going to dribble out directly underneath the scoreboard. The lights are in full effect here at Marara Oval. 15 minutes gone in the third quarter, and it's the Darwin Buffaloes 56 leading Wanderers 43.
Just a messy couple of minutes here from both teams, not hitting their targets.
Boundary throw in now. Sebastian Priest to go up against David Miles. Miles got himself in front, got away to a teammate there in Seaton Kunoth. The snap comes up to player there in Louis. Off hands. Shillabeer. Long kick. Stafford hits him on the chest. 10 metres from goal on a slight angle. Darwin asserting their authority here.
Plays on.
Plays on and kicks the goal. The snap with the right boot. Goal on the board. And Daniel Stafford beginning to impose himself on this match. He's now got 2 goals, but his work around the ground, Natasha, has been outstanding.
I would probably rank him as the best player out there for Darwin Buffaloes at the moment. Shillabeer in the first quarter was definitely leading, but just to the 3 quarters of footy that we've nearly played, Daniel Stafford is moving well and just looking dangerous every time he's around the footy, and just about marking everything. And now we have, oh no, I thought there was a free kick. The umpire was telling him to give the footy back, but it's because we've already got one in the centre.
We don't mean any more.
I was thinking, where was the 50 given? What happened?
Gee, and the light's certainly taking effect here at Marara.
Yeah.
It's actually getting a little bit dark. There must be clouds up the behind us.
Liam Patrick back on the field. He gets a tap down, but it's one out of the middle. McKenzie being harassed, cut off by O'Connell for Wanderers. He runs outside the centre square, takes a bounce. It's an ugly one. No one's chasing him, so he has time to pick it up. He's able to step around Clark, who's holding onto his jumper. He gets it off to Marlon Motlop. Wheels around onto the right, goes for goal, and in front, Joel Jeffrey not able to take the mark directly in front of the goals. And it goes through for a behind. Wanderers 44, trail Buffalo 62, 18 minutes gone, third quarter.
Gee, Marlon Motlop, he had an option in Smith-Thompson out wide. It was all by himself. Not to matter now. Patrick Bowles with ball in hand. Goes backwards, finds Bradley Stokes. Looks to chip inboard. That's a dangerous kick mark, almost taken by Totham. Spillage, he's down as Totham. Joel Jeffrey, that was a dubious handball. Got it to Marlon Motlop. His delivery went to Bo O'Connell. His kick on the left boot, out of bounds on the full.
He's off today, isn't he?
He is. He burnt his teammate there too, and Charlie Haley, and going for the shot at goal. So a turnover. Buffaloes with ball in hand again. The long kick from Stokes to come down the line. The high flies. No one can take a mark offhand. Jalen Clark takes the footy. Kicks down the centre wing, looking for Cameron Stokes. The bounce will beat him. Brenton Motlop shoves him out of the way, gathers the footy, steps one way, then the other. Handball was poor, cut off by Culhane. Shillabeer wrestle with Unipingo. Good wrestle it was too. Play on, says the umpire. Matty Campbell taps to Shillabeer. Kicks on goal with the right boot. Goal on the board. Well done. Great teamwork by the Darwin Buffaloes.
Well done by Cameron Stokes. Just corralled Brenton Motlop, caused the turnover, got it quickly into the 50, and Darren Shillabeer has kicked his 4th goal for the game. So kicked 2 in the first quarter, now 2 in the third. But here, Culhane just moves it in quickly after the great work from Cameron Stokes. Good body work by Shillabeer. I thought Yinapingu did well. Matty Campbell goes without it, but keeps it in front. Shovels it out, and on his own was Shillabeer. It's a good push in the back by Brenton Motlop after he kicked that goal. Just breaking away here, the Darwin Buffaloes.
And again, just that lovely little touch from Matty Campbell.
Very smart. Knew he had Shillabeer's opponent on him.
He's one of the best 1%ers, I think. Cyril Rioli Jr., of course, in footy could have 6 touches and be best on ground, which is with the 1%ers.
Ball bounce up, but there's a whistle, and we're going to have it again. No, a free kick.
6-6. Is it the?
Not sure what one of the central umpires.
He's tiny, that boundary umpire.
And so now it is Lines from Darwin Buffaloes kicking inside, and Stafford in front. The pack mark from Stafford. His hands have been great all day, and he marks it in front of 3 other players, slowly to his feet, just grabbing at his right leg. But a good clearance out of the middle from Lines, straight down to Stafford.
This is the return that Buffaloes were looking for. So 4 goals to Shillabeer. Stafford could go back and kick his 3rd. We're only in the 3rd quarter, the end of the 3rd quarter.
Well, he's cramping up. He's had a bit of a stretch, but he definitely can get this distance. Standing on the mark, Jordan Jeffrey, 40 metres. Just over the 50-metre marks, directly in front, and it's just to the left of the post. So Darwin Buffaloes move to 10-9-69, and they lead Wanderers 6-8-44, 22 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter.
They need the next goal, Wanderers.
Daniel Wheater to bring the ball back into play. Looking for Liam Patrick, flies high, got 2 hands to it, couldn't take the mark. At the front and centre was Simon Bates, does beautifully. Lovely left foot kick from him. Target is Joel Jeffrey. Maymaru did beautifully, won the footy. Handball to the back of the pack. Nicky comes through strongly, goes and handsballs to Maroney. Caught in a tackle, can he get rid of it? He can. Nicky was in support, did well. Got it away to Bradley Stokes, now to Maymaru. Maymaru steps one way, then the other, goes back to Stokes. Now away to Eldridge. Eldridge, the long kick, looking for but not finding Paul Campbell. Off hands again. Jordan Jeffrey wrestling for it. Couldn't, in fact, it was Tyrell Louis. Couldn't get to it. Motlop putting the pressure on. That's Brenton. Soccering away was Campbell. Gathering it in the middle. Jared Stokes on the left boot. Little bit up and under on the chase. Keenan Smith-Thompson. Good pace. Wins that chase. Just can't get the footy. Slapped away now by Campbell. Only as far as Matthew Motlop. He finds Keenan Smith-Thompson. Doesn't take the mark. Good tackle by Jared Stokes. Coming through well was Matthew Motlop. Got it away to Bates. His little toe poke up and under. Almost finds Flay. Off hands Fijo. Can't pick it up. Keenan Smith-Thompson in there again. Fijo lays the tackle. Flay soccers off the ground and goes to Jared Stokes. Long kick. Looking down there for Stafford. Doing well was Jordan Jeffrey, and he'll take the free for a push out.
Got the front position, Jordan Jeffrey. Wasn't going to let Daniel Stafford get in front and take a chest mark again that time.
Jordan Jeffrey for Wanderers defensive area. Just gives a little hand off to Brandon McLean. Small chip, then another small chip inside the middle. Juggling mark there from Motlop.
Dangerous play here, but they need to go. They need the next goal, Wanderers.
Well, they're not going any further because Marlon Motlop decides to go out to the right underneath the goalpost, just chipping it around here. Liam Patrick on the lead, not able to take the mark. Great work there from Clark. Down on the ground, desperation work here from Darwin Buffaloes. It's been socced forward but picked up by Williams. Now an ugly mongrel kick along the ground, picked up by Wanderers in Coley. The ball just goes to Williams for Wanderers. He puts it inside the forward 50. Joel Jeffrey with a flying mark, but there's a free kick that's been played.
No, it's going to be a boundary throw-in.
Yeah. Williams has run it out. Williams, who was
that's a late call by the umpire, by the boundary umpire. Very late call.
So there'll be a ball out 70 metres from goal on the right towards Wanderers.
Liam Patrick hasn't plucked one yet.
No, it'll come. Liam Patrick in the ruck contest now. The ball just goes straight over his head. Collie gathers. His kick cut off, almost taken by Totham. McKenzie for Darwin. Gets it away to his coach in Campbell. His kick thumped away by McLean. Taken by Brenton Motlop. Goes back to McLean by hand. Lovely, lovely kick from McLean. Goes out wide there to Warwick Williams. And Williams just kicks it out of bounds on the full.
Not one of his better games for Wanderers today, Williams.
He's been such a good player, and this afternoon hasn't worked for him yet. Moroney takes the footy, goes to Eldridge, who's been excellent. Now May Maru gets away from Joel Jeffrey, doesn't take the mark. Pressure now comes from Liam Jara, just couldn't grab hold of the footy. The boundary line beats him. There'll be a throw-in, 55 around from the Eagles' goal grandstand side.
And Buffaloes know the importance of going in to three-quarter time, 4 goals in front, because they've put Cameron Stokes back. Matty Campbell's gone onto the ball, so they really, really want to stop Wanderers from getting a goal.
Lyons jumps over Liam Patrick. He's asking for a free kick, but Cameron Stokes already kicked it away, so play on. And now it's Wanderers. Matthew Motlop tried to handball to himself to get out of trouble. Great follow-up and a good tackle there on Williams for Darwin. Now it's coming through Wanderers. Goes down from Braden McLean to the left. Finds Liam Patrick looking for Liam Jara. And just in front of him, it is Clark, who is Moroney, apologies, standing in the way. Moroney goes short to Cameron Stokes. He goes out to the left, and they just get outside their defensive 50.
Flay takes the mark in front of Joel Jeffrey. Darwin trying to steady here. Flay called to play on. Horrible up and under from him. The only Darwin player there is Nicky. The ball's tapped away from him by Keenan Smith-Thompson to Daniel Wheatra. Great handball from him goes to Haley. Haley's worm burner, doesn't find anybody. Clean bowls teammate. Joel Jeffrey came in support. Handball away goes to Bradley Stokes. Lovely kick from him finds Nicky on the chest close to the boundary. Darwin just looking to steady.
They blew their opportunity there, Wanderers.
Wanderers have had a few here, just haven't been able to make use of them. Nicky's kick is poor. Another opportunity will come. No, it won't. Three-quarter time, Darwin. Very good third quarter. They take the lead and they go into three-quarter time, 25 points in front, having led at half-time by 8. Score is 10-9-69. Wanderers 6-8-44.
And wow, what a great quarter there from the Darwin Buffaloes. You said it was a championship quarter. Slight breeze out there, but just all over the park, the desperation was there.
They came out, Wanderers kicked the first goal to start the third quarter, but then Buffaloes really pegged it back, and to kick 5 goals.
We're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet, and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.
So we can feel forever, yeah, feel together, real together. No one can stop. No one can stop. Nothing could ever bring me down. 'Cause I know. 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 'Cause
Mother Nature can be frighteningly predictable in the Territory this time of year. Heavy rains and damaging winds can cause significant problems and disruption, particularly if you're unprepared, while downed power lines and flash flooding can be lethal. To ensure you're ready, visit powerwater.com.au/safety or text SAFETY to 0428 323 991 for more information. Because staying safe and ready around Mother Nature should be second nature.
CFS Schoolwear is the perfect choice for quality custom-made school uniforms. Ideal clothing for all school-related activities, whether it's 50 or 500 students, we have what you need. Contact the Cricket and Football Shop NT for your free CFS Schoolwear quote today.
Let's see. Roma, Verona?
Perhaps Barcelona.
Make your dream holiday a reality. Book your next getaway at Flight Centre with interest-free holidays and flexible repayment options.
Best in the air.
And everywhere.
Flight Centre.
Intersport, new concept store now open in Casuarina Square. Come in and check out a world-class shopping experience.
Dedicated sports zones.
Now stocking only the biggest brands in tennis, cricket, fitness from treadmills to benches, boxing, swimming, darts, pool and table tennis. For awesome service and advice,
come in and see it.
Still locally owned and operated, the all-new Intersport concept store.
Now open at Casuarina Square.
Boys, we've got a real big problem. It belongs to you, it belongs to me, it belongs to everybody. I'm talking about family violence. It's time we said no more to family violence, isn't it? Yeah. Think about it.
We've all got to say no more to family violence.
No more!
Family violence is a community problem and it needs a community response from all of us, and sport is a big part of that. But we can all do our bit by being more respectful to each other. Please make this year the year we say no more to family violence.
You are one of almost 140,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you will need a battery-operated radio and torch with spare batteries, enough food and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. Remember, all important documentation such as passports, photos and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season. Brought to you by TIO.
Good.
So the difference is Liam Patrick is starting on the bench and Sebastian Priest is starting in the ruck. So that hasn't happened so far except for the start of the game. Each other quarter Patrick has started, but they haven't made too many changes to the midfield, but that's where they are probably getting beaten at the moment. I think Wanderers is in the midfield. So they've got Bo O'Connell in there, Simon Bates, Priest is in the ruck, and they've also got Luke Dyer.
And that's the voice of Natasha Medbury, Shannon Byrne in commentary, and alongside me is Dominic McCormack. Hope you're enjoying this final term of footy that is about to come your way, because it's the Darwin Buffaloes with a 25-point lead. What can Wanderers do in this final term? They'll be kicking towards the airport end, and it normally favours all the teams with a couple of goals because of the breeze, but Dominic, the flags aren't going really to plan, are they? They just seem to be swirling around. So Wanderers are going to have to do a mountain of work and really start from the clearances in the middle.
Oh, they do. They have to get stuck in the midfield and then deliver the ball well. Trying to get past this Darwin defence at the moment has been a real task for them.
So we are about to get underway. Final term coming up. It's Indigenous round, round 7 of the NTFL. Both teams playing for the inaugural Nungalinya Cup. And the ball is held aloft. Dominic McCormack to get us underway for the final term.
David Miles to go up in ruck here against Sebastian Priest. Ball bounced beautifully. Miles up high, wins it down well. Bo O'Connell to get the first touch. Good handball to Keenan Smith-Thompson. Just didn't take the ball cleanly. Got it back to Bo O'Connell. Delivered it well to a teammate who kicked it beautifully to half forward. Haley, he gathers back to Bo O'Connell. Takes off, clears a little bit of space. Then just makes the wrong decision. Does he? Does he? Kicks long towards goal. The Darwin Buffalo defenders let it bounce. Maymaru tried to gather. Got a hand on it, went through for a behind. And now on the rebound, Nicky to Eldridge. Eldridge goes for a run, kicks long down centre wing. Sebastian Priest takes the mark at centre wing right in front of our commentary position.
He opts to go back inboard. Short kick, but it was picked up nicely. Good hands from Bates. Bates gave it off to Smith-Thompson. He had a huge up and under looking for Totham. And now, bursting through the pack is Keenan. Shot on goal from 50 metres. He likes it. He strikes it well. And a great running goal there from Keenan. Fijo Keenan, the man that has designed the Indigenous jumpers for the Wanderers today, has kicked his first goal for the evening, and it is Wanderers 7-9-51, still trailing Buffaloes 10-9-69, second minute of the last quarter.
Look at him hit that ball. It's the first time we've seen him have an impact in this game, but he wanted that footy, dodged around 2 or 3 of them, looked brilliant off the boot, and that's a brilliant goal to Wanderers to start the fourth quarter, and to Keelan Fijo, of course. Hopefully that will get him a bit more involved in the game. Been a bit quiet for his standards.
Fantastic though from the well-known Fijo family here in Darwin, so well done Keelan Fijo. Sebastian Priest now wins that down. Bates tries to take it out of the middle, kicks it twice, soccers off the ground, finds Erlandson. He's caught in a beautiful tackle, not called by the umpire. Darwin take possession, handball to Bowles. Up and under from him up towards attacking 50. Terrific mark. Taken down there by Braden McLean.
Free kick, I think.
And a free kick's been given for a push in the back. So Shilabia will take this. Here's a good kick of the footy. Goes straight to Stafford. What a pass from Shilabia. And Stafford takes it on the chest in front of Jordan Jeffrey. So the quick reply is about to be put through, one would expect.
Imagine receiving that. Imagine being on the end of those beautiful bullets from Shilabia.
They'd be picking me up off the grass because it would have knocked my chest away from me, I reckon. And what a pass from Shilabia.
Priest has come off and Liam Patrick has gone back into the ruck. Wanderers.
So Daniel Stafford just pokes at it and extends the arms wide. He knew it was straight through the middle the moment he kicked it. He's kicked his third, one in the second, one in the third, and now one in the fourth. So goal for goal thus far in this last quarter.
Not what Wanderers needed, but look at this kick. Stafford just leads so well to the right spot, protects the footy, and Tyrell Louis just couldn't get his hand around. That's the matchup. No, Jordan Jeffrey has gone back. So just a bit of a mismatch that he found himself in there against Tyrell Louis.
So as Natasha mentioned, Liam Patrick back in the ruck. He was having a rest on the pine to start the fourth term.
They need some spark from him in the midfield.
Liam Patrick going up against lines from Darwin Buffaloes. Patrick gets a hand down. This is a good opportunity now. O'Connell is the man that's running through the centre square. He is chasing the ball. It's juggling. He runs into his own teammate. He's still there around the ball, thereabouts. Handball out to Williams. Williams sells some candy. Goes inboard. Short kick. Not able to find his teammate in Marlon Motlop. But a good shot on goal here. Dribbling to the right. And it was Fiji after a good effort diving to the ground on the left of the centre square, and it just dribbled to the right. So Wanderers 52 trailing Darwin Buffalo 75, 5 minutes gone in the final term.
Well, exciting play here from the Eagles, just unable to put it on the board. Darwin now on the rebound, steady. Eldridge with ball in hand. Long down the line, Liam Patrick got hands to it again, couldn't take the mark. Handball splits the pack. Seaton Kurnoth taken in a tackle by Keenan Smith-Thompson. Handball comes out to Wheatra, goes to Erlinson, stood up in the tackle, beautifully laid by Stokes. Bates is in there, little handball comes out. Seaton Kurnoth couldn't take it cleanly. Jared Stokes was in there, the ball comes out now to McLean on the left boot. Leading up for it is Joel Jeffrey. Had one touch on it, couldn't take it cleanly, comes out to Haley. He's stripped to the footy. Travis Eldridge, take a bow. That was brilliant, well done. Takes the free kick, kicks it out wide. Looking out there for Bradley Stokes, takes the mark. Oh, this is dangerous already. Lovely kick, taking the mark out there for Darwin is Brodie Foster. Darwin on the move. He's just more patient than the Eagles when they don't have an easy option. Now goes long. Target is Stafford, gets in front. No mark taken, must have been close. Off hands now, fighting for it, Jordan Jeffrey. Comes out to Campbell, delivers by hand, out the back to Williams. Has the shot on goal and misses everything to the left. Out of bounds on the full.
Keeping Wanderers in it here, Buffaloes.
So Wanderers will get the kick in through Brenton Motlop.
Bad miss by Chris Williams, usually a very noted goal kicker. Steady kick, but just missed everything there, sprayed it.
Motlop on the left foot, hugging the boundary line, looking for O'Connell. He had two players in front of him to beat, but he tackles Stokes over. He's got a good mean tackle on him, O'Connell.
That's no mean feat to bring Cameron Stokes to ground.
That's very hard.
Strong and with intent, Bo O'Connell, well done.
So the ball to be tossed back in, 60 metres around from Darwin goal. Liam Patrick at the back in the ruck, taps it down, picked up by Wanderers, gone forward by Bates, a big up and under. The drop mark there from Wanderers, that's the Eagles Wanderers, picked up by Eldridge. He goes by hand to Nicky Jonas inside the centre square. Ball goes over his head. He has to run back, has time to look up for Schillerbeer. Schillerbeer being manhandled. He dives on the ball, comes out to Cameron Stokes. He goes inside the forward 50, misses the target of Foster. And it will be Wanderers that are able to escape out of danger. And it is an ugly kick from Seaton Kurnoth, but it is a few players of Darwin Buffaloes down stretching. So now Wanderers have a couple of free players. Big ball into Joel Jeffrey in front. But Maimura has this advantage. Maimura gave it to Clark, and Clark has been it comes in quickly to Liam Jarrah. And a quick play there in and out of their forward 50, but Liam Jarrah on the lead, directly in front.
Maru did all the right things there against Joel Jeffrey, and unfortunately just a turnover, and it's gone back inside the 50. Jeez, he's played well against Joel Jeffrey.
He has. Not just a turnover, though. Keelan Fijo with the tackle to strip the ball. That was just fantastic.
He's playing like a man possessed at the moment. Fijo trying to get his side. And it is the man here getting a kick on goal. Liam Jarrah directly in front. Liam Jarrah adds to his total, and that makes it 3 for the evening. And it's Wanderers now that are trying to claw back this deficit. Wanderers 8-10-58, trail Buffaloes 11-9-75, 8 minutes gone. And it is another needed goal.
There's that tackle by Fijo. Well picked up by Marlon Motlop. Decides to play on and lowered the eyes again. Could have had blazed away at goal. But Liam Jarrah, good to see him back in action. 3 goals on the board. Trots back to full forward with Jonas Nicky. Takes up his position.
Here we go. 8.5 minutes gone in this last quarter. Still plenty of time. Darwin Buffalo 75. Wanderers 58. Not out of the game yet, the Eagles. Liam Patrick in the ruck contest up against Lyons. Wins it down. Darwin come away from the middle, though. Handball comes to McKenzie. Long kick inside, attacking 50. Brenton Motlop couldn't take the mark. Bowles can't grab hold of the footy. Now he does, under pressure from Louis. Handball back to Campbell. The clever Campbell paddles the footy to himself. 10 metres out. Snaps on the left boot. Puts it through for a goal. The quick reply by the little champ.
He's just so dangerous at ground levels, isn't he? Controls the ball so well. just kept tapping it along to himself. Gets the ball here. 1 tap, 2 taps. Picks it up. Just took on everyone. And then the banana kick through the goals. Matty Campbell, well done. The coach.
He loved it as well because...
Loves kicking a goal, Matty Campbell.
Yeah, everybody does, but that's a good one because if Wanderers had got back-to-back, it would have been game on, and that just gives them a little bit of breathing space at the moment. The margin back out to 4 goals for the Darwin Buffaloes. Yeah, we're now trying to count how many players and who are where. They don't have enough in the middle and they don't have O'Connell on the wing.
And it's going to be a free kick, isn't it, after Christmas?
Yes,
so they're just letting this... And in the women's as well, I tell you what, there's a few, it's confusing everyone.
Where to stand. But anyway, we're back in the middle, ball up. Darwin Buffaloes again with another clearance through. Williams for Darwin Buffaloes inside their right forward pocket. Jordan Jeffrey trying to clear it out from Wanderers. He's able to dodge one player. Long kick, and it is great bounce to Williams for the Eagles. He goes inboard. Mark taken easily by Bates. He gets a quick handball off and Wanderers are away. Joel Jeffrey out in front. Kind bounce to him as well. Oh, but he's not able to shrug the tackle of Maimuru. And Maimuru is going to give away a free kick. But that didn't seem like there was too much in that.
I think the sling, maybe
the sling after it.
Because there was nothing wrong with that tackle.
Well, Joel Jeffrey, 70 metres from goal, just puts it high up and under, looking for Liam Jara, and he, good body work, guts off Nicky Jonas, and Liam Jara,
didn't he?
finds the flight and drop of the ball better than Jonas. He's now going to have an opportunity, 20 metres out, directly in front.
Luck's falling their way at the moment for Wanderers. Geez, I'd like to see a replay of that free kick that Joel Jeffrey got, but Liam Jara can go in and kick his 4th.
Yeah, it was more like he had his jumper for a long time. We'll get back to that in a moment. He earned off 2 steps. Liam Jara just slots his 4th goal for the evening. And Liam Jara, back in the NTFL, playing for his 4th NTFL side, is contributing well at full forward for the Eagles, and they've got it back to 3-goal margin, but Wanderers still trail down Buffaloes 64-81, 12 minutes gone.
Well, we just lost the replay then. We went to the sky, but good work, Joel Jeffrey. Just put it in the right spot, but well read by Liam Jara. That's kicked 1 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 in this 4th. Been very consistent.
Back in the middle now, Marlon Motlop, a bit of a wrestle there with Chris Williams.
He's the one that's clearing the footy at the moment this last quarter, Chris Williams from the midfield.
Sebastian Priest now up against David Miles. Priest wins it, gets it down there to Haley initially. Bo O'Connell through the middle. Tackle, can he get rid of the footy? He can. Good handball to Haley. Handball with a bit of hit and hope. Sebastian Priest lays a great tackle on Stokes, and that has to be kicking in danger. It will be. Play on advantage to be the call. No.
I reckon it's a diving at his feet.
Yeah.
And he's given it as diving at the feet.
Yeah, diving below the knees.
Jalen Clark to take the free kick here. Wow, big call by the umpire. Centre wing, Jalen Clark goes long, straight down the line. Big fly from Stafford, can't take the mark. Hits the ground hard. Ball comes down to Campbell. That's Paul Campbell. Got the footy away, and a great tackle laid there by Terrell Louis. And the ball pushed out of bounds. Good tackle there on Chris Williams. Be a boundary throw in. 52 around here from the Buffaloes goal. Grandstand side. 12.5 gone. 81 plays 64. Darwin in the lead.
Priest and Stafford to go up on the 50-metre mark. Stafford tries to hit it behind him, picks up the ball that had come to the ground, left foot snap in front of the goal square, and Brenton Motlop in front of Shillabeer takes the mark, and Wanderers now come out through the middle, comes to Williams. Williams in the centre of the park. He wants to play on quickly. He tries to find Fijo. He finds him unmarked. Quick handball to the run of Bates. Bates takes a bounce on the stroke of 50. Left foot up and under. Looking for Liam Jara. He's spoiled by his own teammate and Joel Jeffrey. He has time. Goes one way, goes the other. Turns around 2 players. Goes all the way back to Erlinson. The ball's on the ground, and Erlinson is going to give away a free kick for a throw in the left forward pocket. It's going to go the way of the Darwin Buffaloes, but you'd have to think, wow, Joel Jeffrey should have done better with that and gone for goal.
Yeah.
Easy to say.
Or given the hand pass a little bit earlier. But when you're out there, it's in the end, he tried to do the team thing.
Tim Eldridge on the burst now. Turnover. Handball comes away to Bo O'Connell. Picked it up after poor disposal. Goes back to Daniel Wheatra just to steady. Wheatra, that's a great kick. Into space, goes to Colley, should go to the lead of Jurra. Poor kick, will get it on the first bounce, couldn't pick it up. Joel Jeffrey putting the body on, threw himself in, so too did Moroney. Lying on the footy, a free kick will be paid here for a push in the back. Just a bit too enthusiastic there, Joel Jeffrey, and the free, quite rightly, to Kevin Moroney for a push in the back. Darwin need to steady here, Wanderers on the move. Kicks into the back pocket, goes to Bradley Stokes. He goes out wide. The run out there comes from Patrick Bowles. He takes the mark at right half back, 10 metres in from the boundary.
They're slowing it right down now,
steadying
Buffaloes.
it down. Goes long down the line. The Flyers are all the Eagles, off hands. Darwin were the ones moving through. Now the ball comes to Lyons, gets a kick away, but it was over the boundary line already. So a boundary throw-in will take place here at right half forward.
Probably timely for Darwin Buffaloes. No one inside their forward 50 for a moment. A few players getting back in there. They're just looking for the ruck. Liam Patrick to go up against Lyons. Lyons in front, but he's given away a free kick to Liam Patrick.
Bit of niggle between those two in the second half of this game.
Ruck infringement on the defensive wing on the left. Short kick to Williams. He's in the centre of the wing at the moment, looking for someone. He gets the hand moving. He wants someone going. He goes up and under, finds O'Connell at the back. Ball drops nicely. He takes a bounce. He's going to dribble it into Liam Jurra. Liam Jurra goes one way, goes the other, slips around, and he's missed a goal. Directly in front. Had to try and get around Nicky Jonas. Wasn't able to, and it's gone to the right of the post. So Wanderers 65 trail Buffaloes 81, 16 minutes gone in the final term.
Two missed opportunities there to Wanderers in the last 3-4 minutes.
Bradley Stokes brings the ball back into play, looks for the lead of Bowles. He drops what he definitely should have taken. Dyer comes through. O'Connell puts on a Shepherd. Joel Jeffrey tries to keep the ball in play. Can't do so. Be a boundary throw in. 65 around from the Eagles' goal. Time now starting to take an effect. 16 and a half minutes gone in this last quarter. 81 plays 65. So 16 points is the margin. Ruck contest. Ball goes to the back of the pack. Marlon Motlop takes the footy. Left foot kick. The Flyers are up. Maymaru couldn't take the mark. Oh, he's taken with a high tackle, I thought. Brought to ground. Darwin bring it out by way of their defence. Liam Patrick brought to ground. Brenton Motlop gets a handball away to McLean. Away to Daniel Wheatra. Long kick to Joel Jeffrey. Takes the mark in the right forward pocket. What can he do from here? Man on the mark, 3 metres in from the boundary, only 40 from goal when he has his kick or thereabouts. So distance should not be an issue. Accuracy is the question, Natasha.
Don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but...
Don't do it. Don't say it.
If you want the ball in someone's hands, it's his.
Joel Jeffrey, 17 and a half gone. 16 points the margin. Kicks on goal. Looks good. Looks good. Looks fantastic. That's a goal to Joel Jeffrey, and he kicks his fourth.
So the same as Liam Jurra, he's kicked 4, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 in this last quarter. Or 2 in the last quarter. Yep, sorry. But yeah, if you wanted the ball in someone's hands, it was definitely a Joel Jeffrey. Good mark, just a steadier.
No commentator's curse on that occasion,
no,
Tash.
not
Well
that
done.
one.
You called it. Beautifully done.
10 points. The difference here.
Still time.
Oh, still a lot of time.
And, well, while that was all happening as well, Bowles for Darwin has come off with his right hand, blood all over it. So
I think it was the webbing.
Either webbing, looked like he'd split something.
When he went for the mark and dropped it.
Yeah, maybe, because there was blood pouring. Ball back up in the middle. Patrick wins it down. Now an opportunity for Wanderers to come out through the middle through Marlon Motlop. He goes inside the forward 50 and a big mark from Joel Jeffrey. He plays on and he's kicked another. That's his 5th and he's kicked back-to-back goals, and that is game on. We are 4 points the margin. Wanderers 11.77 to Darwin Buffaloes 12.9.81. 4 points in it. 19 minutes gone.
Good mark, just over the back of Maru. And he knew straight away, he played on. Not much time, probably 4 minutes, and he's got them within 4 points.
And how old is this fellow, Natasha? 17?
17, yeah.
17.
Definitely this time next year he will be picked up.
I was going to say, too young for the draft next week.
But now that they're aligned with the Gold Coast, I'm not sure if the father-son rule comes in to do with St Kilda.
Well, there'll be a lot of talk. From the middle now, again, Marlon Motlop, he's been so important. Received a handball, kicks long, mark taken. Well done, Bradley Stokes. Takes the mark, kicks long. Down towards the wing and off hands. Good pressure came there from Liam Patrick. Culhane with the ball in hand, but he couldn't get it before the boundary line. So we're just about to tick in the time on here. 81 plays 77. Yes, that's right. 81 plays 77. It's a 4-point ball game. Liam Patrick in the ruck against Lyons. Patrick gets it to the back of the pack. No one can take clean possession. Cameron Stokes now does. Tumbles a punt into forward 50. Stafford, does he take the mark? Not paid. Sock it away into the centre square. Now taken by Seaton Kunoff. Tumbles another punt into forward 50. Campbell clearly held and will take the free kick.
The young player in Tyrell, Louis, just
couldn't help it.
Conscious of Matty Campbell and just pulled the jumper, and the umpire's going to call that every day of the week.
So Matt Campbell slightly left of centre, kicking directly on goal. Distance not a problem here. Will kick from 40 as Liam Patrick leaves the ground, replaced by Sebastian Priest. 21 minutes gone. Campbell in. Campbell kicks the goal for the Double Blues. They take a 10-point lead.
So Matty Campbell with 2 goals in this last quarter. The coach is out there leading by example, but unlucky. Good kick in by Tahana, and just that jumper pull. Just didn't need to do it, Tyrell Louis. The ball was dropping short, so he had the opportunity to just wait and wrap him up, but just young player. I'll tell you what, if I was playing on Matty Campbell, I probably would have pulled his jumper as well. Give myself a bit more of an advantage. He's so dangerous when the ball hits the ground.
So we're back up in the middle, and there is not long to go in this match. Miles up against Priest. Miles wins it down for the Darwin Buffaloes. He jumps on the ball, goes again, paddled forward by Priest though, picked up by Culhane for Darwin Buffaloes. He clears it out towards the forward 50, looking for Shillabeer, picked up nicely by Cameron Stokes, who goes for a shot on goal, and he just misses to the right. Oh, that's Jared Stokes, apologies.
They need to move this quickly, Wanderers.
Margin now is 11.
Bringing the ball in was McLean, looking for Bates, stolen away by Seaton Kunoff, got a handball away to Campbell, that's Paul, soccering it off the ground was good work, got it away to a teammate there with good hands, got it away to Stokes, lovely little chip, mark taken by Shillabeer. The quality players coming to the fore, and Shillabeer should go back and kick this goal for his team.
Yeah, he should go back and kick his 5th. We'll soak up the time as well, the experience shining through. Just probably the wrong option, I thought, Braden McLean coming out to this grandstand side. I thought the numbers for Wanderers are over the other side.
So 45-degree angle here for Shillabeer. Distance not an issue. Kick on its way. He's got it. He's kicked the goal. They extend that lead now. 15-10-100, the Darwin Buffaloes. Wanderers 11-11-77. 23 points now the margin.
As we watch on the replay here, Bo O'Connell puts on a good tackle, but the hand pass back, that exit hand pass to Cameron Stokes. Brenton Motlop tried to put the pressure on, but Shillabeer, what's he doing by himself in that 50? There's 1, 2, 3 Buffaloes players there with no Wanderers players around them, and that was the quick turnover from the kick out that resulted in that goal.
So we're back in the middle, and we are not too far away from the siren now. And those goals from Campbell and Shillabeer might be enough here for the Darwin Buffaloes to take this inaugural Nungalinya Cup. And now it's out inside the commentary wing. Big chase on. O'Connell from Wanderers just has the lead. Great pressure and effort there, though, from Campbell.
Well done,
Campbell.
Eldridge.
Now Eldridge looking to pick it up with one hand. Can't go. Gets it on the second attempt. Gives it off to Clark. Clark takes him inside the forward 50. Huge up and under. Looking for Matt Campbell. Now it's Shillabeer able to pick it up. Snap on goal around the body. And he's missed to the right.
That was fantastic play, wasn't
Darwin
it?
Buffaloes 95 lead Wanderers 77. 25 minutes gone in the final term.
Eldridge has had a blinder this game.
He has indeed. McLean now bringing the ball back into play. The high flyers are up. Dyer couldn't take the mark. Colley has overrun the footy. Great pickup from David Miles. The quick kick then comes inside 50. Campbell, that was a throw from Stafford, finds Jared Stokes, and to put the icing on the cake, the captain does beautifully. Jared Stokes kicked a goal. Oh, some dubious releases of the ball, I think, amongst that.
I think by Matty Campbell and by Daniel Stafford. The touch by Matty Campbell, as we watch here, that's two hands open. I got called for that last week.
Stafford tosses it over his head.
I got called for that last week, and he explained to me, because my hands, I tapped it forward like that, just like Matty Campbell did, and yeah, the umpire said it was the way that my hands propelled forward.
So the cream has well and truly risen to the top here, and just a score check there. I gave the wrong score before. The scoreboard was a bit too quick. Buffaloes 15-11, 101. Wanderers 11-11, 77.
3 straight goals to the Darwin Buffaloes have them now in front and look like they're going to claim this game. And that is a free kick going towards the Wanderers player Haley, after Clark was a little untidy in the centre of the square. Haley with an ugly kick looking for Joel Jeffrey. Doesn't get the kind bounce. Now it's going to be picked up by Darwin Buffaloes. Maloney gets a handball to Nicky Jonas. Nicky gets it to Maymaru. Maymaru and Culhan back 1-2. Now it's Mackenzie that's over there trying to help out, and a good tackle by Fijo. And the ball will get tossed up. 60 metres from the Wanderers' goal.
Good work to the Darwin Buffaloes. When Wanderers really brought it to them, they stood up and they bounced back with those 3 goals. They were being challenged and they withstood the challenge.
Ball up now. Sebastian Priest just held out of it there by Miles. Darwin again coming away by hand. Jalen Clark skirting the boundary. Long kick up through centre wing.
Dangerous.
Good play up towards Campbell now. He is clever. Just keeping the ball in. Oh, momentarily he did. And the boundary line beating Campbell on that occasion. But Natasha, as you said, he was away again.
He was gone.
He had metres away on Tyrell Louis again there, or Jordan Jeffrey. It might have been Jordan Jeffrey there.
No, it's Tyrell Louis. But he's done a good job and a good learning experience for the young fella as well. And Shannon Motlop's left him on Matty Campbell. But I tell you what, he'll be glad when the siren goes.
So ball to be tossed up about 30 metres around from goal in the right pocket for the Darwin Buffaloes. It is Stokes who's been held without the ball from Jordan Jeffrey, but it's played on, picked up, and he goes straight to his hands. And that was a bad snap-on goal there from Clark. Jaden Clark for Darwin Buffaloes. As soon as he kicked it, he knew it'd come off the side. And there's the siren. The Darwin Buffaloes, 15-12, 102, have defeated Wanderers 11-11, 77. And it is the Darwin Buffaloes who are victorious in this Indigenous round, round 7, and they have won the inaugural Nungalinya Cup. And a lot of players have dropped to the ground. That has been a very, very, very classy inaugural cup to watch. But more importantly, what a quality game.
Entertaining game of football by both teams, as you mentioned. But just seeing the players get around each other, it meant a lot to both teams, and good to see the spirit of the game shown in this game as well.
Yeah, Liam Patrick and Devon Lyons just having a good hug and a smile. They really went at it during that second half in particular, Tash. So as you were just saying,
they niggled into each other.
It was really good to see the spirit that the game was played in, and congratulating each other at the end there.
But with Darwin Buffaloes, the way they come back in that second half, but Also then full credit to Wanderers in the last quarter to try and challenge them, but Buffalo stood up to the challenge and really hit the goals when it counted in that last quarter and the last 10 minutes to just jump away with the win.
So in the end, that win, it was a 25-point win to the Darwin Buffaloes. Players still out congratulating each other, and it has been a magnificent performance. Liam Jarrah is a man that returned to the NTFL. He kicked 4 goals as well, and what a welcome return for him. His 4th NTFL team, but more importantly, great to see him back in action and just going through some of the goal kickers as well.
Yeah, no worries. For the Darwin Buffaloes, their goal kickers, Darren Shillerbeer kicked 5, 2 in the first, 2 in the third and 1 in the last. 3 goals to Daniel Stafford, who I thought was excellent. One of his best games. He kicked a goal in the second, the third and the fourth quarters. 2 goals to Matt Campbell. They were important goals, both of them in the last quarter. And then singles to Braden Culhane, Jared Stokes, Patrick Bowles, Chris Williams and Brodie Foster. Importantly, they were 8 goal kickers for the Darwin Buffaloes. For the Eagles, 5 goals to Joel Jeffrey, who just continues to impress as an outstanding young footballer. He kicked 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third and 2 in the last quarter. Liam Jarrah, welcome back to him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second and 2 in the last quarter for a total of 4. Singles then to Marlon Motlop in the third and Keelan Fijo in the last quarter. But
we're here for when the heavens open and the winds howl. We're here for when the water just won't stop. We're here for the wet and we're here for the dry. We're here because we know there's nowhere else you'd rather be.
And there's nowhere else we'd rather be either. TIO Home Insurance. We're for Territorians.